Hello, hi everyone. Andrea, I think you are muted.
Hello, everyone. We are so excited and happy to be here. And welcome at the Female Founders Competition Southeast Asia. We are here with Kenneth in the studio, the jury in backstage, and the first five competitors. But before we go all there, we would like to just let you know that we are really happy. If you are tuning in to watching us, please make sure that you are sharing the stream because we will be bringing up 15 finalists who will be pitching. So you can learn from them, you can support them, you can cheerlead them basically throughout this competition. And yeah, we are really looking forward to them pitching. And yeah, we are starting the stream, just waiting for you to tune in and to just log in and show us that you are here. I already see Alchan. Hi, Alchan. Thank you so much for logging in and supporting us. So make sure that you are telling us that you are here so that I can read out your names. And yeah, I'm quite excited. So we will start with re-announcing the 15 finalists. You know that we have been working for 2 months now, 3 months now, to prepare this competition, and we have been mentoring with our mentors, those who have been coming to our sessions, and we have been selecting from 25 beautiful startups, 15 who have been doing an amazing job. So let's show it without further ado, Kenneth, because we don't have so much time to intro. Show the 15 finalists so that I can read it out again. So we have GreenFi, Erica David. We have I Am Sustainable Studios, Sandy too. We have Itineract, I don't want to read it wrongly, Cherry Lim. And then we have Lingo AI, Una Wang, Momiki, the Super Pet app from Pebble, Sanchez from Philippines. And then we have Mike Ozortia, Anli, we have Mike Cartera, Arlene, we have Nolimba with Charlotte, we have Picturesque with Amanda Chu, we have I think it's Shrub Finance with Rachita, and then we have Serious Care with Michelle Chong. We have School Tech by Adfolio with Ursel, and then Soil of Life with Jenki, Dr. Jenki, and then we have What's Your Plan? Very nice, I love this. Princess San Diego, and then Adult Education Management System with Rachel. So we are super excited. Thank you for tuning in, and we are looking forward to bring these beautiful startups in front of you, and they will be pitching their ideas live. So you can also give your takeaways, put your comments, so that we can see what do you think about the ideas, or if whether you want to partner up with them. So let's go further and let's introduce the jury, because they are also eagerly waiting in the backstage so that they can come up and do their due. Janet, you would like to go on?
Okay, so let's welcome the judges. So we have Tamesh Miller, who is our working partners from Women Startup Competition. At the same time, he is also the co-founder of Posy, which is the platform for startup. It's an ecosystem for startup. So let me just bring him up into the screen on the side. Okay, so this is Tamesh. And for him, he is the man that is behind the Women Startup Competition 10 years ago. And he started with just a coffee session with a group of female founders that was pitching to him, because he himself is a serial entrepreneur. He is also an investor, and they were pitching to him, and they have this idea, why not let's do a competition? And that's where 9-10 years ago he started Women Startup Competition, and now over at Europe he has been doing it for so many years. So when Andrea was a part with Women Startup Competition last year, and she was located in KL. She did it the Southeast Asian version with Women Startup Competition. And when Andrea came into Singapore, she told me about Women Startup Competition. I say, let's do this together. And that's where Andrea and I, we formed this female founder competition that is collaborating with Women Startup Competition. So that is Tamesh, and he is also one of the judges. He's also mentoring our female founder at the same time. So the next will be Monica. Let me just bring up Monica. Let's see. All right. Okay. So Monica, good. Okay, so Monica herself, she's a fantastic female founder herself. She has been running the final pitch for the past 9 seasons in Philippines together at in Philippines with CNN Philippines. So for her, she's also the executive producer of the final pitch. And for her, she has a lot of experience working with all the startup. They are like the Shark Tank for the Shark Tank in Philippines, the final pitch. So for her, we are very blessed to have her as one of the judge because with her experience as a female founder, together with her husband John, they are the powerhouse, the couple that is really going to show that diversity, having 50% female ownership. So once again, thanks Monica for participating, and we really look forward to your advice and all your insights later. All right. So next, we will have Jacinta, which is one of our very very good friend. So for Jacinta, I met her early this year. She was on the stage speaking, and for her, when I knew that she's an angel investor, immediately I went to approach her and invite her to be one of our jury for our female founder competition. And for her, she's have always been very, very supportive in Andreas and my work in Empower Biz Global. And for her, she has a lot of experience. She has her own startup. She sold her startup also. So I think for someone like her, we are very blessed to have her to be on our jury. So next will be David. So David, he's a very good friend and also the co-founder of my friend Gosova, who is the founder of Rescale Lab. And for Rescale Lab, having David coming on board is going to help a lot of startup, because for them they have been helping startup with their own system, with their own platform. And with David coming along to be one of the judge with his experience, he's a serial entrepreneur, and I believe that there's a lot of value that all of his experience together with his startup experience, he will be able to help us in this jury. So once again, let me just pull up everyone. Okay, let you guys see everyone, all the judges. All right. So these are our amazing judges. So Monica, Tamesh, David, and Jacinta. So maybe the judges, you can say hi to all the fans, all
Hello.
the watching.
I'm on mute. I'm on mute. Sorry about that,
No worries.
everybody.
Okay, good, good, good.
I'm
So
going back on mute now.
thank you so much. So let me just continue. So meantime, I'll just put everyone. Okay, next.
Yes, so basically, next up, we were already starting the pitching because we have a lot of things to do. We have 3 batches of 5 startups coming up. We will be here for a long time, so all of them will be pitching just for the audience. Hi, Cecile, and hi, Alchan, and hi, everyone from all the social medias that we are streaming to. How it will go is we will be presenting them in batches of 5. So 5 startups, female founders will pitch first, and then after that, we will have a little break when we will talk a little bit about first about why we're doing it and what is female founders competition at the end. And then after that, we have the second 5 competitors, and then a little break again, and then again 5 more. And then at 7 p.m., we are coming back to announce the winners, and we are really, really looking forward to it. So first, I think we can just call up the first 5 female founders, Kenneth, who will start. Erica is here already, so let's go. And I think we need a watch to measure the time, because
Okay.
if the audience doesn't know, most of the time the competitions are on timers, so we will have 2 minutes for Erica to pitch first with the presentation, and then the judges will have 4 minutes to ask questions, so there will be a Q&A too. So until Kenneth is setting up the backstage and setting up the beautiful studio that we are using, we will be just telling about the evaluation too. So we will be evaluating the startups in 20 different criteria. Those criteria will be jurying upon the idea, upon the business model, upon the market, the team, and the pitch. And the jury will put evaluation sheets, number of 1 to 5, for the least and the best idea. So 1 will be the least, and 5 will be the best in that category. That's scoring. And then after that, we will analyze the numbers, and the winner will be announced. So, Kenneth, if you're ready, maybe we can start the pitch, and we can put the presentation of Erica instead of me here.
Okay. Yeah, you hold on. Just making sure that Erica got her slide up. Okay, give me a while. Let's pull up her slide. Okay.
And you can hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome. Just let me know when I can go.
Yes,
Okay.
so we are welcoming you on stage, and now when Kenneth is ready and starting the watch, then we can just go, and good luck, all the best, and for the judges, enjoy, and please. I'm so excited. So I just let Erica talk. Let's go.
All right. Hello, judges and the audience. My name is Erica, and I'm a co-founder of Greenify, and it is my absolute pleasure to be pitching to you today in this female founders competition. So the sustainable finance market is valued at $4 trillion USD, and it's growing 20% year on year. This financing needs banks to perform due diligence on their lending and on their investments. Currently, because ESG data is so dynamic, complex, and unstructured, it is a very time-consuming process for the banks or even for the corporates to do this ESG check. Currently, it takes anywhere from 4 hours to 4 weeks to perform one check. Our solution is a proprietary data platform that brings data from hundreds of different sources, including reports, disclosures, incident, regulation, and climate risk, and brings it to a unified platform to really have visibility on the data. And beyond that, we are building action decision recommendations. So bringing the data together, but actually guiding the user what they should be doing with the data. The market size for ESG data is around $5 billion USD, and it's growing also 20%. Our business model is a SaaS subscription where it's $100 per transaction. Our target customers are 10,000 banks, 50,000 financial institutes, and listed and mid-sized corporates. We have already 350K ARR and a pipeline of 1 million. We do have the best founders. So ex-CSO of MAS, so the Monetary Authority of Singapore, is our head of ESG AI. Barun is a third-time founder, tech founder with us, and my name is Erica, so head of business. And my expertise has been leading hundreds of people in a corporate, but also being a CEO of a startup. So thank you very much. I would be happy to hear any questions.
That was fantastic, and you did it less than the time, and I just love everything. I know that you were there, the mentoring. So I give the space to the judges. I think Erica did an amazing job with the time, with the presentation. So please ask your questions. You have 4 minutes. Who would like to start?
Hi, Erica. Hi, Erica. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for your sharing. I think it's a very exciting idea because it's like you said, it's very much in need right now. But can you go into a little bit more details as to what are the kind of the sources of data that will go inside, and how will you verify the nature of that data? Because there's a lot of controversy as to what exactly constitutes proper guidelines to or fulfillment towards ESG, and what is just like on the surface trying to wing it.
Great question, thank you. I actually have a slide for it because this is the first question that we always get. And I love what you said, that we do have data, because sometimes people are complaining we don't have data. We do have a lot of data, right? It's just more a problem. How do you find it all? How it's relevant? And how can you bring it all together? So this is something that the Dr. Darian McBain is helping with us. We are identifying all these different hundreds of sources that can be trustworthy and bringing that to the platform. And the beauty in our platform is also that people who are seeing the risks that we are flagging are able to actually drill down to the actual source of the data. So this is something that the others are currently not doing, right? You have a lot of competition, MSCI or Sustainalytics, it's a black box of what you get, for example, a rating, whereas we are always showing where the data is coming from. We will not all have 100% data right, but that's the coverage that we are building and trying to build as much as we can. But thank you for the question.
So does that mean that the bulk of operation costs will go into verification or like checks on the authenticity and the validity of this data consistently throughout the time, not just initially? And
Yes.
yeah, okay. And also, the next question would be, how would your platform be different? Because right now, I don't see any clear differentiation. Like it seems like someone else with the same skill sets will be able to replicate this. So how are you going to protect in terms of competition?
Sure. So if we look at the competition, and especially in the sustainable finance side, some of the biggest banks are building it for themselves. There is also consulting houses that are talking about it. And there are, of course, these big financial data providers like Redbrisk or Bloomberg or Sustainalytics. But we really don't compete with them. We are complementing them. So we're actually providing also their data. So if our customers already using Bloomberg, for example, have 500 different ESG data points, we're able to bring that to our platform. There is not many companies that are doing this, that building all these data sources together. And there is not many that are actually able to then use AI and different industry knowledge to give recommendations based on the data. So that's something that we're not seeing. There's a couple of startups in the space, but otherwise it's we don't think it's that allowed space yet on this AI part and the action recommendation part that we're doing.
Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. David, you wanted to say?
Yeah, in fact, it's following in the same vein, really. I think you just hit the nail on the head. Actually, from a platform perspective, I don't really see any great difference between this and many others that I've seen. The data, regardless of what you can, appreciate you doing your work, but honest to goodness, the information that you're suggesting that you can share as being viable, a lot of it isn't, and that is the problem, with ESG. But my big question is exactly why would somebody, because you're quoting the market with all these large banks, with all these institutions in there, and then you're saying some of them is going to be doing this on their own. Why would somebody come to a third party like yourself to use these tools?
I know time's up. I can respond on the chat, or I can respond now. Andrea, any guidance?
Yes, I think you can respond now.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Quick recap of the question. Why do you think people would use your platform over somebody else's?
Sorry. Okay, so let's take one of the biggest banks in the world. Them to understand how to do this platform, they consult McKinsey's of the world.
I'm not asking about whether they're going to build it themselves. Why would they use yours? What are your benefits? Because you kind of skip through them. Not really clear.
Okay. Them to be building it costs a lot of money, whereas we are plug and play for their own cloud to use. So they can use our data lake and our infrastructure without actually building it. So regional banks, local country banks will not afford to build what we have built.
So the problem that you're solving for them is what exactly?
Cheaper, standardized way to do ESG check, quicker than they're currently doing, cheaper than they're currently doing.
Okay. It got me there in the end. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Andrea, for the extra 1.5 minutes.
No worries. I think just if you have any questions to Erica, you can ask her in the chat. We have a private chat here inside, so feel free to get back to her and ask the rest of the questions. We have to keep the time because we have more competitors coming up. So let's just go for the next. And Erica, thank you so much for pitching.
Thank
and
you,
see you again.
You.
The ceremony. Sandy is already here with us at the studio, and we will continue with her. Same thing happens. You have 2 minutes to pitch once the timer is up, and then after that you will have the same for the Q&A. Maybe for the jury I just ask a little bit of favor, so keep it to 1 question each and try to keep it concise so that all of you have a question to ask from the competitors. That will help the flow. Okay, Sandy, so on my side I'm ready. Kenneth? Okay, let's wait for the timer.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. You are audible. So let's go.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me here today. I am Sandy, and this journey began when I first decided to acquire sustainable swimwear, where I got to dig deeper on the problem. What I've learned is there's 92 million tons of textile waste that ends up in the landfills, not yet to produce. When we talk about production, it takes 200,000 liters of water for every ton. What I've gathered also is a market opportunity because I was questioning, is fashion the only culprit? uh, the rise of tourism that's heavily changing in trend, with 87% of travelers wants to travel more sustainably. But with this rise, what I dug deeper is the textile waste in operations of hospitality. There's approximately 125 million kilos in circulation just for beddings alone. There's towels, uniforms, and interior. Huge market opportunity for sustainable operations and for this business. Introducing our solution, Recircle, the first in Asia to pioneer a circular textile program designed specifically for hospitality and tourism, revolutionizing your textile waste into different ways to create into regenerative fabric back to the hotels. So their hotels waste, we collect, we reprocess it. From waste, we recreate again. Our business model is designed as a service-based subscription with a minimum of 100 kg at 45 USD roughly per kg to join for hotels. Option for exclusivity is also going to be available later on and unlock also a low minimum order quantity in exchange of their waste into fabric. I stand here not just me as one, but also with the whole community. Our team stands for women of weavers, tailors, and housewives. At our forefront is always the community. But at the same time, we also grow through collaboration with our advisors and experts in the market. But what we want to say is we are more than just a B2B service and products. We stand for Recircle as a movement to rethink our system and our commitment to sustainability. Our solution does not just provide a reduced environmental footprint, but also reinforces inclusivity with the local community, because together we can regenerate a responsible future. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the amazing pitch. Good timing. So, juries, the stage is yours. Tamas?
Okay, thank you, Sandy, for your presentation. On what is your status now? What do you need for the step forward?
So currently we are about to pilot. We're doing our first run and we're at gathering funds eventually for seed stage. So we're in between catching up with the demand because we already have the clients, but also operationalizing the solution while preparing for seed stage. Because the long-term goal is eventually to have our own in-house setup, and to take that will be a lot of upfront capital investment. So key things that we need in terms of support is number one, a lot of network for sure, because of the clients, the network, and the supply chain experts as well, and in financing.
Okay, thank you.
Who would like to go next? David?
Yeah, Sandy, can I just ask a quick question? Because obviously one of the things you're going to face is the incumbent behavior. And the incumbent behavior of hotels is to, in their eyes, reuse. So they're reusing towels, they're reusing bedding. Yeah. So when you're quoting your total sort of volume of product or material that's out there, are you referring to all of the materials being used in total, or are you referring to the kind of final drop off the scale element, as in they've used it 100 times, now it can't be used anymore? So because then that becomes quite random, you don't know when that's going to happen. How do you pull all those things together?
Thank you, David, for the question. So actually, when we looked into the ecosystem, there's a whole lot of more longer slides into the supply chain, but we've identified top three, which is like number one is towels, number two is bed linens and covers, and number three is staff uniforms. Those three big culprits, towel is the number one, wherein the renewal or the replenishment time or sign-off period also towards end of life is roughly 3 to 6 months. Some hotels, 5-star hotels who demand bigger quality, is at 1 month to 3 months. So with this reality, we know also on a global scale, only because data is actually not as available yet in this untapped market, there's an estimate of 25% in terms of replenishment for the total textile industry in hospitality. Mm-hmm. So knowing that alone, we know that there's the circulation happening, but it's a purchase of linear. And what we're trying to cultivate is the circularity in the system.
Okay.
I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, no, very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Who will go next? Jacinta or Monica? Would like to ask questions? Any of you? If not, then we will let her go backstage.
I have just one more little.
Yes,
question.
we still have time. So
just
go on, guys. If you have
a little bit more. So you take the towels. What are you going to do with them next? Talk me through very quickly you get the material.
Yeah.
You're going to get
So
something
the
else.
process is we have to make sure that they're washed and segregated already.
Yeah.
Before that, there's processing to check the fiber if it's long enough to reprocess it. Then we segregate, cut, shred, press it, repress it again, and turn it into yarns. The yarns turn woven by the community into fabric. Fabric gets brought back into the ecosystem. We're aiming to pilot it here in Bali, Indonesia for now. And eventually, the long-term goal is to also have hubs for recircling eventually in different ecosystems, which is closer to the waste supplies.
Okay. And what are you remaking or making with the material?
What are we remaking or making?
You took the towel, you shredded it, you made it, turned it into yarn, you turned it into something.
The product itself. So actually, in this discussion right now we're having with the hotels, the needs are very varied. So we are allowing them to cater to their own needs as long as the fabric is reusable first in the ecosystem. Long-term goal is to make it towels to towels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here it goes, our beautiful beautiful sound of ending that Q&A. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you,
here,
everyone.
Sandy. You did an amazing job, and see you soon. And the next one up is Kenneth will bring us up the next competitor. And I'm just asking the jury so far, how are you? How do you enjoy the first two pitches?
Good.
Good, all good. I see the
2 minutes is very tight. 2 minutes is very tight for people.
yes,
that's what you've got.
very
So,
concise.
Very well.
yeah, they're doing very well. It's hard.
Welcome, Cheryl. So we have Cheryl here. She will be the next one presenting, and until the PowerPoint is coming up for Itinerect and reorganizing the screen. And then, good. Are you ready, Cheryl?
Yeah, I'm ready. Definitely ready.
Okay, good. Let's go. So, Kenneth, I will ask you to bring up, and let's go.
So welcome to Itinerect. I'm Cheryl, and today Itinerect will be presenting to you a travel platform where every holiday starts with the planning process. I'm sure every one of you have already made some travel plans, already traveled at least once this year. So when you travel, the first thing you have to do is you have to think of the activities, the flight, the accommodation. All these things are already available. You go to Klook for activities, you go to Airbnb for your accommodation. But at the end of the day, you have to know where you want to go, what you want to do, because these platforms are only just booking platforms. And with the many questions, it's not about traveling anymore. Times have changed. We have travel requirements. Like now, I just went to Bangkok and they said, hey, if you're a Chinese traveler, you don't need a visa anymore. You can just go in. But how would I find out this information? So the solution is we are providing with you is Itinerect, your free travel planner that allows you to view all your activities, your accommodations, and where you want to go in just one platform. And in the near future, you can even book your favorite hotels, your airlines, and your attractions at a fraction of a price with discount, definitely. So within the app, you are able to select activities or follow a fellow traveler's itinerary. You're able to view where you're going, what you're going to do there, and most importantly, when you are going to go there. And you're able to add it into your itinerary. You're able to see day 1, day 2, day 3, where am I going? And you realize that, hey, I'm not going to miss out anything from the over planning, or if, let's say, you're someone who plans a lot in the day, or you're going to feel like, I'm going on a trip. I'm not going on like some, camp where I have to plan everything in one day. So you can enjoy your trip without missing out anything. Our market size is definitely, we want to aim for every tourist worldwide, but we are very realistic. We are looking at Southeast Asia tourists coming into Singapore, 1.8 million of them. Why Singapore? I'm a Singaporean. I know my country. It's small. This is the best place to start off with, whether it's as a test bed or even the first country to explore. We are looking at the business model. Our business model comes from commissions, because the travel part, the planner is free, but then there's always this question about revenue. So we are looking at revenue from hotels, attractions, and airlines. And this is our target number, and this is my team. Yep. Well, 2 minutes, really short.
Very well done.
It goes by very, very fast.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Very, very fast.
Definitely.
I just did a pitch 15 seconds. Go try that one. That's even worse. Okay, I'm going to jump in quite quickly. I I know we've only got 4
Yeah.
minutes, and it also goes by quickly.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go.
Exactly what is the problem you're trying to solve here? The real,
Okay.
that's my key question.
Right. So the problem is that every time when we travel, we tend to pack a lot of things in one day, thinking that, hey, if let's just talk about Singapore alone. Singapore is really small. So we think that we want to go to a zoo, we want to go to night safari, we want to go to a bird park. We start to plan everything in one day, thinking that first they are very near. But the problem is how much time we are going to spend there. And let's say if I'm a first time traveler, whether is it to Singapore, let's take Singapore as an example. I'm a first time traveler here. I don't know how many hours I'm going to spend there. Imagine I start buying every ticket and to realize that, oh, it's already like 9 p.m. and I haven't go to the night safari and it's going to close at 11 p.m. I end up wasting my tickets. And then I realized that I only have 4 days here. Then, I will end up
You're burning
wasting
your own
time
time
instead.
on this one, and I don't want you to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, quick follow-up to that question. How do you know that's a real problem from other people? How many people did you speak to? How did you identify that this was a problem?
We start with a small group of friends and families, and after that we realize that more and more people, as they plan, they say that I'm always planning on Google Sheets. It's very inefficient. I need to share, and it's very tedious. So we started to expand to around 300 people. We validate their problems, and we noticed this one problem that is the over planning, and there is no available useful platform that's out there yet.
Cool, thank you.
Have the people that you have asked, how much are they actually willing to pay for this kind of service? Because yes, although it's a bit of hassle, but I still stick with the Google Sheets or the PowerPoint.
Yeah, because you see, we also recognize that this part of the planning, no one is going to pay for it. So the travel planner is free for all, but which is why the revenue model comes from the booking part instead. So after planning everything, we can always do a one cut. That means like I look at my itinerary, it's perfect. I'm going to buy all the tickets at one shot. That's where our commissions come from, the revenue part.
And the true differentiator from other, let's say, travel planner?
Okay, so travel planners now in the market are just pure planning. So there is no purchase part involved. So it's just you just plan. Whereas if you look at Klook, all this, these are all just buying. There is no planner involved. What we are trying to do is we push the planner for first and foremost so that you can optimize your trip, and then you do the buying. That's the most important thing. We don't want people to like waste money, buy, and realize that it's not working out.
Can I just add on like a community whereby people can share their exact itinerary, review those itinerary, rank it, and just replicate? I think that would be the dream. Like if I find a group of people who travel similar to what I do, and I can just like copy paste and done. Yeah, I think that would be the best.
Correct. That's the feature that we are actually including for our first alpha testing. So, like you have mentioned, we have people coming to Singapore. Let's say you have a Filipino. You can see your fellow Filipinos, like what do they want to do in Singapore, and you just copy their itinerary. You can amend from there, so that you don't need to create from scratch.
Okay.
So that's the ease and the travel, the ease of planning. Is also encapsulated inside here.
So the thing to think about is just how to secure this group of customers and make your platform more sticky than other platforms out there, so that they won't plan it on your platform and then book it elsewhere, because you're up against like big players in the industry who have lots of budget.
Yeah, understood. Yeah, that's definitely something that we are considering also. Yeah.
How do you plan to other?
Sorry.
Do you plan to scale this in other countries as well? Like you mentioned, Singapore is small, and what about other countries in the region, for example?
So we are targeting 3 countries: Philippines, Korea, and Thailand, because Thailand has recently opened up their visa requirements. Philippines, because my co-founder is from Philippines. He's a Filipino. And then Korea, because there's this Korean boom going on right now. So these are the 3 countries. They have their own numbers is in terms of millions of travelers. So this is the market that we are going to capture next after the moment the test bed is secured in Singapore.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the share and again, amazing pitch. Thank you for the questions, judges. I know the time is tough, but we have to keep the time. That's the only thing that is leading us now. So we will be thanking you, Cheryl, for the pitch, and seeing you at the announcement ceremony later. But for now, we are logging out, and we are waiting for the next competitor. Okay, Una is already here. So welcome, Una. Una is coming with Lingo AI. So we are very excited to hear you. and your pitch. And once Kenneth is bringing up the timer, then you will be starting.
Okay. Yeah, so I will share you all about Lingo AI, the whole image about Lingo AI. So I'm Una, and the founder and the CEO of Lingo AI, which operates at the intersection of Web3 and AI industry. We are leveraging the pre-authored AI language models to generate the multilingual text, speech, and video contents. So we are provide to the real-time translation hardware. We are changing the game by empowering the content creators to reach a global audience regardless of any language barriers. So through our Web3 global communities, the bilingual contributors providing the translation service for the content creators to earn, and Lingo AI guide the consumers in crafting multilingual contents to reach a broader user case. So we are using the blockchain technology with Lingo tokens, simplifies the transactions and the payments, reducing the unnecessary intermediaries. We are enhancing the content productivity with AI and redistributing production relationships using Web3 technology. So our project is tech and policy driven, reshaping the translation and content generation industry. And firstly, address the language barriers for enterprise and the governments by providing API licensing and facilitating expansion into global markets by embracing language and culture diversity, unlocking the new economic growth opportunities. We leverage semantic web technology to collect data from multilingual industry enterprise, ensuring data traceability and interoperability. We fine-tune the specialized language models that are privately deployable for each enterprise. So achieve a product conversion rate of 8% and 80% of repurchase, 80% of user retention rate over 12 months. Yes.
Thank you so much. So the word is now again for the jury to ask the questions.
Yes, let's start at the front end. What is the problem you're solving here? Because you didn't actually mention it.
The problem is language barriers for each enterprise and the governments because they want to localize their business into the different countries. Let's see if the Chinese company they want to expand their business into Southeast Asia, they have to localize their language, and we are solving the problem of the language barriers like minority language. That means a low resource language.
Okay.
So sometimes if you
Why is that a problem, and who have you asked about that problem? And then someone else should ask some questions.
Yes. So if you see in the Southeast Asia, there's a lot of governments, like in Singapore, the MAS, they want to expand their fintech inclusive contents into the Middle East. So they have to localize their language in any kinds of the text, videos, and audios, because if I want to localize my contents, I need to speak their languages. So that's a problem because currently they are funding the translation agencies. Okay. So there's a high cost. Yeah.
And how many people have you gone out and tested and asked, and whether they see this as a problem and whether they would be interested in your solution?
Yeah, our business model is to business and the government. So all Chinese companies who are doing the global business, or in Singapore, there's a lot of Web3 companies that are having the global business. They are interested in our models, and the techniques can really help them.
Okay.
Sorry, can you tell me about the team in the background?
Sorry, I can share with you the team.
Yeah,
our team is from an international base. You can see our CEO is from Spain, and Dr. Mac is the chief AI scientist in China, Nanjing University, and our Michael Molin. They are all from the multilingual model creation and neural machine translation learning. and Alireza is also from Iran, and Scotty and Paras, they are more focusing on the blockchain. And we have our business development team in Singapore, and Mies and Victoria. So there are different community leaders to organize all the people who are from the different countries and the cities, like in Spanish, Filipino, Ukraine, Armenia, and Austria. Yeah. So our advisor team is from Web3 and AI industry. So it's widely very international based.
Okay, thank you. And where is
Can I ask?
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. And where is your money for that? It's a very big team.
You mean the business model?
The business model, yeah.
Yeah, we are charging the government and the enterprise, like they are paying the API licensing fee by annual, or they are paid per use. And there will be some monthly subscription that based on their requirements.
Okay, thank you.
Jacinta, you wanted to ask questions?
Yeah. Can I ask about firstly, how is this API going to integrate into the existing enterprise system, or let's say, how about face-to-face kind of communication? Is that applicable as well over their phone, or how does it all come together? And secondly, is the security of content being translated? So, especially government or even some corporates, some conversations are high level in terms of security. How are you going to make sure that that part is taken care of?
Yeah, thank you for your question. So firstly, we will develop our web-based software. That means they can use by using the web, like they upload their any like videos or the audio or text. They can be translate into the multilingual contents. And secondly, if they want to use by like conference or any meetings, they can integrate our API by using by integrate with their own platform. Like if say they have their own platform like a software, they can integrate our multilingual API. And also in terms of the data privacy and protection, we are more follow the GDPR and CCPA so that all the enterprise and the business can sign or to know about how we protect their data. But I would say nowadays we are all centralized platform. We are not able to make sure that all the platforms are decentralized and the data can be 100% protected. But in the future, we will develop our decentralized platform, like by using the solid technology plus the blockchain. That means they can own their data ownership. No one can steal their data. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. And this was the last question because the time is up. We just let you finish. Thank you so much for pitching. And we are seeing you again at the closing ceremony at 7 p.m. Thank you so much for the judges too. Waiting for the fifth participants of this round, the first batch. Pebbles is already in the studio. So she will be presenting to us Mamiki, another startup idea. And once the timer is up, you can start. So let's wait for the timer. And let's see your idea a little bit more.
Rebels,
and your presentation, yes.
We will. Your presentation. Okay, hold on. Let me just pull it up.
You.
Exciting. Let's go.
Yeah. I'll wait for your go signal as I cannot see the
Yes,
time.
you can go already. Yes, please.
So I can start already?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, Super Day, I am Mommy Pebbles, co-founder of Momiki, the Super Pet app. Pets are part of our family and we take care of our family. That's why when we lost our family member, Momiki, our 14-year-old Yorkie, in the middle of the pandemic, we really felt that we could have taken care of her better. And we share these pain points with fellow parents. There is stress from poor and manual pet information and health documentation confusion and wasted time from scattered marketplaces, and low confidence due to lack of pet care knowledge. And as pet ownership rises, the need for a pet centric, user friendly, accessible, and comprehensive solution increases. That's why we created Momiki, the super pet app. Parents partner in pet care and the Philippines' first ever one stop mobile app for all pet needs from birth to rebirth. Because we want to make family life simple, fun, and convenient. We cater to all pets in the animal kingdom, and we offer Super Profile to digitize, organize, and program pet information and milestones, a one-stop online marketplace offering low overall fees for merchants and partnerships with advocacy groups, and an AI-powered pet intelligence. The pet market is growing. In fact, Filipino parents spend as high as $60 per pet per month. And in the next 5 years, we hope to generate 13 million US dollars as revenue. In our journey so far, we have generated recurring orders and have been part of different museum features. And the road our fed is very promising as we launch the improved version of the mobile app with the super profile and integrate with Sprout Solutions with over 190,000 subscribers. Our ask is 100,000 US dollars for 10% of the business, and we hope that you will join our awesome team and make Momiki the Super Pet app your partner in pet care.
Thank you so much, as always, on time. So the jury is just standing like, oh, it's already finished. Let's go ask your questions.
A quick question. Can you just run through the? Oh, I've got an echo. Sorry. The revenue model again, because we kind of.
So we have.
Go on,
Sorry,
Pebbles.
David. So we have two revenue models. The first one is a subscription model that we use for profiles. So when a parent register, they get two basic profiles, and then if they want to unlock 15 more, then they can subscribe to our app. Then we also have a commission-based as revenue model for our online marketplace for pet products and services. And in the Philippines right now, we offer the lowest overall fees for partner merchants, and we are also offering the platform for free for our advocacy partners.
Okay, thank you.
How many subscribers
Thank you,
do you?
David.
Hi, Pebbles. How many subscribers do you?
Hi, Monica.
How many subscribers do you already have?
Right now in the app, we have 1,400 subscribers, and we're hoping to have more, especially as we integrate with Sprout Solutions. It's the biggest SaaS payroll and HR solutions in the Philippines, and we're aiming to convert 20% of the 190,000 subscribers of that platform.
That's just from Sprout, but what about other communities? Are you planning to tap?
Yes, we're planning to partner with other communities. But for our go-to-market strategy at the moment, we aim to focus all of our energies and resources with this partnership. But right now we're talking with other collaborators. In fact, we're looking into partnerships with different condominiums and homeowners associations in the Philippines because based on our key informant interviews and market researches, there's actually a huge potential of working with fellow pet parents there in these communities.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monica.
Okay, Pebbles. Another quick question. So a lot of what you're suggesting is a trusted resource in platform. So and trust has to be built and trust has to be maintained. So how are you delivering the kind of content that is authoritative?
Thank you for that question. And as a partner in pet care, we really thought about how to make sure that our pet parents will really not just enjoy the app, but also make sure that they will be able to trust the app and will have trusted pet suppliers and merchants in the app. So right now, we're also working on our KYC for our partner merchants, and we're also working with very much closely with our partner tech development team, who's also a startup here in the Philippines, and we're trying to take a look at data privacy and other data compliances concerns to make sure that all of the information that we get into the platform, as well as all of the collaborators and partners who will be joining us, will be able to we'll be able to have the trust and to be able to make sure that we value the trust that are being given to us by our fellow pet parents.
Thank you.
Okay, anyone else? We have a very short time for the last question. If not, then yes.
Yeah, it's the last one from me. It's can you tell me about your team, because how many developers in there? What is the expertise?
So for our early stage bootstrap tech startup, my husband and I are working on everything for the startup. We partnered with another tech development startup, which we met in a competition here in the Philippines as well. And we are being advised by the founder and CEO of Sprout Solutions Inc. So currently, this is the team that we have. And hopefully, when resources come pouring in, we will be able to scale the team as well so that we will be able to achieve the milestones that we have targeted.
Thank you so much, Pebbles, for the pitch. And was the end of the first five. So you could see already five of the finalists that we have been selected and shortlisted. Thank you so much, Pebbles. You can leave now, and we will see you at 7 p.m. at the ceremony. And thank you for the jury. So this was for the first batch. Now we will have a little break. We are a little bit over time, but we still give you a little break to breathe. And then I will call back Kenneth to entertain and engage in this few minutes. We will shorten it a little bit so that we can catch up with some time. And until then, the jury can just log in, and with our platform partner, Proposi.io, you can go and put in your scores for the first five competitors. And then we will see you back again in front of the audience and in studio. So Kenneth, we do the next part.
Okay, let me just put our great jury in the background first, and let us start.
Yes, so we will not take too much time because, as we told you, the biggest spotlight is on the competitors and on the founders today. But we would like to talk a little bit about what is Female Founders Competition. And first, Kenneth will tell you everything about the what it is, and I will tell you about the why. So, Kenneth, let's start with you.
Okay, so how does the female founder competition start about is it all started because I met Andrea, and when Andrea was sharing me that she has met Tamesh Mueller, which is the founder of women startup competition that started 10 years ago in Europe, and I was so amazed at how it all started is over a coffee session where he is an investor together with all the other female founders that was pitching to him for investment, and they were saying that why not let's do a competition instead of just a coffee session, and that's how this idea women startup competition was born 10 years ago. And last year, Andrea, being a part of as an ambassador, she bring it over to Southeast Asia because she was residing in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. She started the first round of it, and when she relocated to Singapore, both of us met up in February. And when she shared this idea with me, I was like, I'm all in, right? I'm all in. Definitely aligned with what I've been doing because I've been running events, championing women in summit, even in workshops and stuff like that. So both of us come together. And the other thing that we want to talk about is also why we created this brand called Female Founder Competition, because for us, we are located in Singapore. We are in the midst of all the Asian country, and like what Andrea mentioned, we are starting from Southeast Asia because this is the first time both of us are coming together to create this Female Founder Competition, which is a collaboration with Women Startup Competition. So the final winner of Female Founder Competition will represent Southeast Asia to compete in Europe Women Startup Competition finals, right? So this is a collaboration with them. So the representative of Southeast Asia will compete in the World Finals over in Europe in December. So that's how this whole idea comes about, and I will pass it over to Andrea for her to finish up what is Female Founder Competition
About. Yes, so I will do the why.
Really is the vision.
I will do the why. So why did we need this at all, and why are we here, and why we are championing the female founders? We figured that there is a gap on this startup market, which is coming from the style of the startup competition, because most of the startup competitions are targeting startups who are really seasoned, who are already having their products, who are running their business, who have numbers to show. And we found that there are many startups who cannot do the same because they are just having their idea, or they just started to check the market or research or launch their first MVP. So we thought that we will target these female founders and we will help them to bridge this problem, and we will help them to come to this world, to this community in a safe space. We can mentor them, we can help them through the competitions and with the help of our mentors and juries, and they will be able to go and grow their business and go forward to other competitions. So I want to make it very short and very sweet. So this is the base. We want to champion diversity. We want to bring forward all the voices out there. We want to help startups and female founders who are partnering up diversely with other founders who might be from other categories, with other backgrounds, and that will help the startup to bring diverse ideas and better innovation. And the second thing is we want to bridge the gap for the real starting startups who doesn't have the products on the market yet, or just started, or just 1 year, 2 year experience, and we want to bring them to this scene. So I think that's all. We can wrap it up and talk a little bit more about the first batch. I think they were doing an amazing job. I already saw a lot of things happening since the mentoring, and many of them improved compared to how they arrived to us. So I'm quite proud of them, and it was a really nice to see them, right, Kenneth?
Yes, yes. Yeah, I was amazed by some of them. Some of them were exceeding the 2 minutes, and some of them were really keeping in the time. So we can see that how much practice they have done ever since the mentoring session. And a lot of them even check in with us personally, DM us. I think this is the effort, right, we want to see, and also how passionate they are with their ideas. And I see that a lot of them, even with the nerves, right, they are answering our jury's questions, and they were very calm. They were much better than they were over during the mentoring session,
Yeah,
right?
the pitch practice. I remember the pitch practice was a bit more nervous, and
they were like, wow,
anxious,
how can I do it in 2 minutes, right?
but they can easily do it right now, and it's very nice to see. I think we chose a very harsh alarm though, so it's really stopped making them stop. So I think that's good, and I'm really thankful for the jury too, that they are helping each other, and they are switching, and they are asking the questions and leaving space to each other. So I think we can move on if everyone in backstage is ready, so that we can keep the timing, because we are already a little bit late with our other timing that's always happening at these events.
Okay,
So
let me bring up the judges first.
yes, let's see the judges, whether they had their breaks, and then after that, let's see whether they're ready with the scores. All good, Jacinta, I see the thumbs up. David, okay. Tamash, okay. And Monica, all good on your side? Perfect. Okay, so I think we can start with the next competitor. So bringing up the second group of startups, and then we go. How have you been? Everything good on the jury part?
Good.
We're good. Keeping up.
Yep.
Not too fast. Just good. And Anli is already here, so we will have Anli here, who will be presenting us the next idea.
I need Anli to share her slides.
Yes,
because I'm not
please,
seeing
Anli, just like we practiced, please bring up your slides and put it on full screen so that we can share it with the jury.
Okay, give me a while.
No worries. In the meantime, for the audience, thank you so much for tuning in. You can watch us further on YouTube, on LinkedIn. We are on every social media platforms, and we are happy for you to be here. Please support the startups. And then Annie, are you ready?
So can you see my slides?
Yes, everything is okay. So I'm just waiting for Kenneth to start the clock, and then you are on. Let's see.
Let me know when to start.
Yes, now you can start.
I cannot see the watch.
You can start now.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm An Li, a co-founder of Microsocial. At Microsocial, we are transforming food waste into high-value ingredients. Every year, 1/3 of the produced food is wasted, amounting to 1.3 billion tons. For instance, 50 million tons of okara and spent barley grains, rich in nutrients and proteins, are discarded due to high fiber content and unpleasant mouthfeel. Our team has over 40 years of R&D experiences in fermentation and biotechnology, supported by advisors from academia and the industry. We've developed a unique biotransformation technology to turn okara into fiprot, a high-value, protein-rich food ingredient with a smooth mouthfeel, without using chemicals and commercial enzymes. Fiprot is a natural clean label ingredient that improves the texture and taste of food while reducing fat and additives. We achieved 100% upcycling of okara with a zero waste process. We offer Fiprot to food manufacturers through B2B. We also co-developed and sell alternative protein products with our partners through B2B2C channels. The global clean label ingredient market is 41.4 billion US dollars. Our share of market is the market of the clean label emulsifiers and binders, which is 1.03 billion US dollars. We will generate revenue through product sales, technology licensing, and joint venture. Our company was founded last March, and since then we have made significant progress. We have secured a pre fund from BIV and signed several LOIs. Our food-grade test bedding facility has reached the TRL of 6 to 7. Our current focus is fundraising, partnership formation, and upscaling. Thank you very much for your attention.
Just perfect, just as we had it before. Thank you so much, Andy, and I give the stage to the jury for the questions.
Sorry, I need to read.
Yes, who would like to go first?
Thank you, Andy. Actually, this is not the first time I've heard your pitch. I think I've seen you before at another event. But okay, okara is not unique to you guys for using that as a waste product. So how are you guys going to differentiate from the competition?
Yeah, so for our I have a very strong background in strain selection. Basically, I have been working on the microbial strain selection, engineering, and for biotransformation. So if you want to differentiate us, is that we have a good collection of different fungal strains. So we use a unique fungal strains to convert okara to useful ingredient. So we know what they have been produced. We can select the texture and taste and get what the desired feature of the functional ingredient.
Tamesh?
Yeah, maybe I missed that. What is your business model actually? You sell the license or patent or the concrete product?
So we basically our primary business model is the selling the ingredient is so-called Fiprot. And we also work with partners. Some partners are interested to directly to convert their set streams to food product. In this case, we work with them to develop food product and ask them to sell to the market. We work with them, co-brand and then bring to market.
Okay, thank you.
Can I ask a quick question? You talk at the very beginning about 1/3 of food being wasted. Well, what percentage of that can actually be utilized in the process that you guys are doing?
I actually about half, because some of the food wasted, like that our current our canteen, this food waste we cannot be recycled, and some of them are just upcycled because it's lost during transportation. Those also cannot be recycled, but the rest at least half can be upcycled.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, quite a lot.
Considering that most food is contaminated because it's mixed and put into waste bins. How do you differentiate? How do you gather that material?
Okay, so basically what we are doing is focusing on the food side stream from food manufacturers. So they
Okay.
have basically they generate from a large scale, and then it's not very contaminated if you control the condition. Yeah.
Yeah. So more pre-consumer rather than post-consumer waste.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyone else?
Sorry, I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I want to understand the kind of partnership that you have, like for example with Salad Stop. How what kind of partnership? Sorry, I need to understand.
Salad Stop, basically we provide them with the ingredient, and they form this salad dressing, because using our ingredient can produce good mayonnaise, right? So we provide them, and then yes, they are going to
So you
use.
provide them with the finished product.
No, because they are better than us in producing this finished product.
I mean, sorry, you provide them with the ingredient to
Ingredient,
create the
ingredient.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Last question before the time is up. Are all clear?
And costing wise, are you guys how do you compare to existing ingredient that the business are currently using right now?
Okay, in terms of cost, it depends on the scale. Yeah, so currently it's more expensive because our scale is very small. But if we go to large scale, definitely will be cheaper because our raw material is cheaper.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the pitch. You did an amazing job, Anli. Thank you so much. We are seeing you again at 7 p.m. at the ceremony when we are announcing the winner. And thank you for the jury again.
Okay.
Until you are leaving, we are getting up the next participant.
Okay. Can I
Anli.
leave?
Yes, thank you so much, Anli.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So Aline is already here, so we will be bringing up the presentation. And then after the presentation is up and you share it with Kenneth, then we will get up the timer. And then when you see the timer, then you will start.
Okay.
Let's see. You can go.
Postal Service is the oldest and widest distribution network. However, in spite of digitalization, majority of postal operators remained in Industry 2.0, and this included the Philippines. In the advent of SME digitalization and e-commerce, the exponential export growth from the Philippines is hampered due to the absence of a trusted, efficient, and cost-effective postal service to meet the demand of e-commerce for global distribution. Decades of postal theft and security concerns reported caused distrust. The perceived inefficiency, bureaucracy, cumbersome processes have left bitter taste to the general public. Moreover, the lack of modernization is unattractive and troublesome to a large population savvy in digital technology. Thus, we did an organized alternative post and digitalized an outbound postal service and made it easily accessible to the public 24/7. We revolutionized the way we with the post, offering different service levels for documents and parcels. This is door-to-door track for 50 grams to 2 parcels that reduce.
Let's see. Can you hear her? Is it just for me? So we have to.
I think you have to.
Okay.
We are a team of 10, 50 years postal courier and last mile industry. We are seeking for 800,000 for a 10% our company and team complement project we're working on with a projected annual revenue of 2.6 million.
Okay.
Go global with postal.
Thank you so much. I think there was a little bit of lag, so I will ask you, Arlene, to close everything else and just make sure that we can hear you during the Q&A, because there will be a few things to clear up. If you can do something with the connection, then please do that now, so that you will be 100% sure that I can answer. Okay. And then I give the stage to the Yes, we can hear you. I will give the stage to the jury, but let's see the connection first, whether Arlene can connect properly. If not, then we might call her back for the Q&A so that we can go on with the part, because she might have to log in, log out.
It's not uncommon to lose a connection to the
Yes,
Philippines.
yes.
She's got an
I'm
active
afraid
background, of video, and a Canva, a Canva system. So it's calling up.
Yeah, I know.
the slides on
We
Canva.
were also telling that it's better just close everything, maybe even your presentation, so that you are not eating the bandwidth with your slides.
Rain here, so we had a problem with
It was
connectivity.
a bit hairy.
There.
No worries. Try it, and if it goes wrong, then we will just bring you back later. No worries. So let's try. I will give the stage to the jury for the questions.
Okay.
All right.
I'll jump in ever so quick. I really like what you're trying to do. My big government could step in at some point, because it is the government postal service that you're going up against. How do you defend what you're doing?
In the Philippines, actually anywhere in the world, anything export is open. The monopoly of government.
No.
Oh.
Philippines.
Somebody in the
Grams
government's playing with the bandwidth.
Yeah.
Already
Oh,
blocking
no.
you. Already blocking you at the beginning of your startup.
Yeah. Did you get my answer,
No.
David? It's
No.
basically the monopoly. The monopoly of government, postal governments are basically for 20 grams and below for anything for distribution within the Philippines.
Okay.
Anything for export is open to the private operators.
Okay. Cool. Last little bit on for me. Have you got an integrated payment platform working with
Yes,
your?
we have. Yes, we have. We
Right,
have
yeah.
payment available online.
Other questions? We are rushing.
Do you already have revenue?
Yes, we do have a revenue. Sorry, I couldn't share it, but it's in my
All right.
presentation.
Okay.
We have a 16 million revenue last year, and we're expecting to grow by 174% for this year in terms of revenue.
I personally use FedEx or LBC to export like some stuff, like send them abroad.
Yeah.
How are your rates compared to those two companies, for example?
Well, basically, if you're going to look at the private operators and courier, their weight break starts with 500 grams. Now,
Mhm.
for the postal, it can go to as low as 20 grams or 50 grams that allow us to be able to be very competitive and enjoy to as much as 87% savings on cost. For example, if you're going to send a parcel by LBC to the US at half a kilo, that would be about 2,800 to 3,000. You utilize our service, you get to pay only 700 pesos to 800 pesos if the item weight is about only a document of 100 to 200 grams. So that is the disparity and the gap of the rates, which actually allows our e-commerce players or e-commerce online sellers the access to global distribution, increasing their conversion in cart conversion and sales for export, allowing the government also to earn, increasing our exports from the Philippines.
Thank you, Arlene.
Thank you, Monica.
Anyone else? Any questions? Tamesh?
Yes, of course. What is your expertise? How can we? You are the best for these services.
Yeah, I have been in the courier and postal distribution along Dutch Post, Sweden Post, and Singapore Post. So there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yacinta, last question. If you have any. Okay.
Maybe another.
Yeah, last question. And then...
Okay, last questions. How do you protect your service? I mean, anybody else can be create other groups to do the same things what you do. What is your protection?
The protection there is that any partners that we go into, especially the postal operators, is covered by an MOA and it's a non-compete. So they cannot actually go into another partnership with another company. And if you're going to look at it, we are a digitally connected. It's a first time that we ever had this kind of platform that brings together all the players out there in one platform in the Philippines.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Very nice pitch. And thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for sharing your idea with us and for the jury for the questions. Thank you for Philippines and the rain that let you speak. And we will see you again at 7 p.m.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. We are bringing up the next competitor. Charlotte is already here. So Charlotte will be sharing her screen. And then after that, we will bring up the clock. And once the clock is up, then you will be able to pitch. I would advise you to remove the background because I see a little bit of lag, just to make sure that you will be heard. Let's see.
Sorry, what background?
Your virtual background, we can try, but if it will be slowing you down, just try to, if any problem comes up.
Should be fine.
Okay.
I'm next to the Wi-Fi box, so it should be okay.
Perfect. Okay, so it's your turn. When the clock comes up, you can start your pitch.
Okay, let me know when I can start.
You can start now.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Shabi, the founder and CEO of Nolimba, a mobile application to improve and increase traceability in the waste collection system in Indonesia. How would you feel if over half of the waste in the neighborhood was not being collected? Well, that's what's currently happening in Indonesia, with over 60% of the total generated waste not being collected at all. And it leaves very few options for people. They can pay for a private collection service that's out of reach for many. They can burn or discard their waste in the environment, or they can sell their recyclable waste to informal collectors called pemulung. Sadly, they often lack visibility and their operations are not optimized. This is where Nolimba comes into the picture. We've developed an app that connects the households to the pemulung and allows the pemulung to come to the households on an Uber-like model for on-demand waste collection. We also increase traceability through data tracking. With Nolimba, the users can order a collection in a few taps. They get incentivized for every collection since they sell their waste, and we ensure that the waste being collected is properly managed. The waste management market is large with untapped potential. It represents $18 billion in ASEAN countries alone. Our solution has potential for various revenue streams, from data selling to app licensing. We've already collected over 2.5 tons of waste over a few rounds of testing, and we're currently implementing a CSR pilot project funded by an Australian company. Clean tech companies are on the rise, but they fail to incentivize the users and to target the right areas that currently don't have any waste collection system in place. Our team is passion-driven with extensive experience in business strategy as well as in tech industry. We're currently seeking $175,000 to accelerate the development of the app, to increase operational efficiency, and to expand our B2B activity.
Thank you.
Thank you so
much. Just on time. So here's the time for questions.
Hi. What happens to the plastic that you collect?
Good question. So the plastic that we collect goes to an aggregator, which usually the pemulung, the collectors already work with. And then our second role in the supply chain that we're doing is that we connect them to an off-taker, what we call an off-taker, so a buyer for this plastic. And that's, I think, our biggest added value here, because they already have some buyers, but that's very limited, which means that the plastic they buy in the first place is very limited. So if we do this connection to the off-taker after the aggregator, we actually ensure that as much as possible will get recycled.
Now, another additional question. Indonesia has a lot of plastic pickers and has a number of organizations, I think maybe 6, including people like Plastic Bank, who are operating with partners in Indonesia with the plastic pickers. So how are you working with these guys, or are you not working with these guys? And if you are not working with them and competing against them, why would somebody, come to you to get rid of their plastic?
Yes. So that's a good question. It's on a case-by-case basis, I would say. We can very much collaborate with plastic banks in several areas. In some areas, they're not present. So usually there's two things. First of all, plastic bank usually doesn't work at the household level. They usually collaborate with the aggregator as an off-taker, which means we can very well collaborate with them, right? So we usually collaborate with the waste picker on the first stage. If they already have an off-taker, that's great. If some off-takers are not as transparent, usually plastic bank is, but when it's more, a bigger aggregator and a bigger aggregator, then usually we try to find an aggregator that offers better price, which will divert slowly the flow of plastic.
Thank you.
No worries.
Tamesh?
Yeah, how do you solve to the logistic of to collecting from the households plastics, garbage? So it's I think it's a very cost-effective things.
It's very legwork effective, yeah. So indirectly cost effective. You're absolutely right. So the way we function is by pilot projects. So what we're doing still now with the CSR project. So we get a budget that we're going to allocate to one specific area, one specific village, and we have this budget to actually train people. It's included in the budget. Train people, train the collectors, and get the system to run until we can leave it to the village itself. So we want to do enough pilot projects and replicates so that over time, our reputation precedes us and things can run only digitally.
Okay, thanks.
I just want to ask, how has the uptake been in terms of the app, and how are you all actually reimbursing or distributing the commissions?
I'm sorry, I missed the first part of your question about the app.
Yeah, how has the uptake of the app been? Like, have people been able to use it themselves and book the collection of their garbage, or are they still preferring to go through more traditional methods? Like, are they the willingness to use the app? Yeah.
So it depends, and that's a very good question. That's why we have this very lean system of testing. That's why we've been doing all these iterations, because you're absolutely right. Some people are okay to use the app, and some people want to have a more traditional ways where they have like a collection point, for instance, where they can bring their waste and the collector can go and pick it up. But the app can still happen on the collector's end of things. So if people are actually still willing to go to the collection point, then the data tracking can be on the collector's side, where they actually will put in the app how much they picked up, and we still can get the data tracking side of things. So yeah, I hope that answers your question.
And the part about the commissions, how is it being distributed?
So for the commission, which we haven't started yet, but we're planning to take 20% of the household side. So not on the collectors. We don't want to take from the collectors' earnings. So let's say the household earn less, but they still don't pay anything. Let's say they pay 10,000 rupiah, they get 8,000, we get 2,000 rupiah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the questions and thank you for the pitch. And see you again later at 7. And for now, we are saying goodbye to you, and we are bringing up the next female founder. Thank you so much. Okay, Amanda is already here, so please bring up your deck, and then after the deck is up, then we will bring up the clock, and I will cue you. Kenneth will help you to share in the backstage. Hope everything is going right, Kenneth, in the backstage. I know it's a hard time. Okay, so I see your screen. We are bringing up the clock, and then you can start your pitch. And let's go.
Hi everyone, I'm Amanda and I'm the founder of Picturesque. We aim to revolutionize online fashion shopping. Modern digital retail presents 3 main challenges today. Sorry, my screen is not... Sorry, just give me...
Okay, we give you a few minutes. Okay, it's moving now. Let's go.
Sorry. So modern digital fashion retail has 3 main problems. The first is an overwhelming amount of choices and different sizing charts from different retailers. The second is a lack of personalization from the various brands out there. And the third is a disrupted shopping experience for consumers due to difficult shipping and return processes online. The solution is Picturesque. Picturesque is a platform that offers hyper-personalized shopping through consistent sizing recommendations and AI-driven fashion consultations. On top of this, we ensure an end-to-end shopping experience for users by consolidating selections from retailers, repackaging, and directly shipping the curated outfit to consumers. So, with personalized advice and help, shoppers can find the perfect outfit and have it delivered to them from the comfort of their homes. We aim to capture a serviceable obtainable market of $15 million in Singapore alone and thereafter expand to Southeast Asia. Our target market is 20 to 45-year-old white-collar professional females in Singapore. Picturesque will derive its revenue from users as well as retailers. The management team consists of me as a founder with my experience in business development, inventory control, and logistics. I created Picturesque because I experienced these online fashion problems. I'm currently advised by Mark Lin to bring his business acumen and expertise to the table. And we invite you to join us on our journey.
Thank you so much. Opening up the floor for the Q&As for the judges who would like to start.
Hi, Amanda. How are you?
I'm fine.
Well done for getting it done in 2 minutes. I won't take very long. There's lots of fashion platforms out there. They all claim to be able to do lots of things, to personalize. But in fact, none of them are very different. What would make yours stand out amongst that plethora of alternatives?
So I didn't share in my presentation just now, but right now my biggest competitors would probably be Zalora and Style Theory in Singapore. But none of those do AI-driven fashion consultations, and also their business models are very different. So I'm addressing a lot of decision fatigue and uncertainty, which the other e-commerce platforms do not. They recommend, they do have recommendations, but they don't curate an outfit and ship the whole outfit to a consumer. So you can think of Picturesque as basically being a digital personal shopper platform.
Okay, so you're going to ship it.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? So how are you going to onboard retailers to work with you who already have their own e-commerce presence?
So most retailers, they're only on their own sites at the moment. Some of them are onboarded on Zalora, but in Singapore at least, a lot of blog shops actually are not on a platform yet. So how I aim to onboard them is I will start with my MVP first, which will basically be doing personal shopping for consumers. And then with that sales and traction, I will go to the retailers and convince them to onboard onto my platform because they're already paying a lot of money for marketing and for sales right now when I can drive the sales to them through my platform.
Okay. Awesome.
Next question.
Sorry, Amanda, you mentioned that you're also taking revenue from the consumer.
Yes,
Is there a
correct.
subscription, you mean?
Yes, so my revenue model from users will be twofold. So it's a one-off fee, or so it will either be a one-off fee or either it will be a subscription model. But the minimum subscription period will be 3 months.
Why would they spend money to subscribe when there's a free app like Zalora, for example?
But Zalora doesn't curate outfits for them. They still have to sift through the amount of the massive amount of choices on Zalora that's not personalized for them.
But is that a pain point? I mean, you go to a retail shop, brick and mortar, you have to seek out someone who will be a lot of time, for example, to curate an outfit for you as well. Why spend that extra money to curate?
When you go to the brick and mortar shops, you normally go to one shop or you go to many shops, right? But that takes a lot of time and it's a lot of effort. With my platform, you get to narrow down. You still get to shop, but then you narrow down on your time and your energy, because my platform picks out the outfit for you directly with your preferences.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Last question, Tamash.
Yeah, I'm totally understand the program because I'm hate going to the shopping to get dress and something else. Just order the clothes and a lot of small trousers in my cupboard. So, but what is the technology? How do you measure to the peoples who you can offer to exactly give?
Do I still have time to answer this question?
Yes, you can answer the last question. Please go
So
ahead.
basically, using machine learning and AI algorithms, the AI will take the sizing charts from many different retailers and then as well as their styles, and then offer it to consumers in a consistent sizing suggestion as well as the style suggestions for them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for the answer and thank you for the questions. We will be seeing you later around 7 p.m. or a little bit later because we are a bit over of our times. So let me see. I think we have one more participant. Rachita is already here, so she will be presenting next. And then we are waiting for you to share your slides. And then once you are ready, and Kenneth will bring it up, and we will start your pitch. Let me see how it goes. In the meantime, take a little break, breathe. It will be all right.
Yeah, I need Rachita to open up the app because she's sharing the whole screen. So I need.
Okay, so a little bit of
I'm still seeing.
technicalities.
Does that
I'm
look okay? Hey.
I think you need to stop share and then you share the window again. Yeah.
All right. Who's starting it?
Give me a while. Let me just take a look at it. I'm not seeing it yet. Hold on. It's coming up. But you're still sharing the whole screen, right? So maybe on your screen itself, you are still on the browser. That means this stream. Yep. I'm
Yeah.
seeing it. Okay. Let me just pull it up. Okay. Will you? Are you going to show it like that, or you want to put up a full screen?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
fine.
So give me a while. Let me just get things started. Okay. Over to you, Andrea.
All right. So I think we are starting now. We will be bringing up the clock, and then we will be. Here we go. Start your pitch, please.
Hi, my name is Rachita. I'm the founder of Shop Finance. We are building a simplified lending platform on DeFi. Last year, when Celsius and BlockFi went bankrupt, millions of users, including the founding team, lost their funds. Not only were millions of dollars frozen, the ongoing legal process has been extremely painful, not just for us, but for the entire user base. What Shrub is bringing is the same idea, simplified LTV-based loan terms that had found product market fit with millions of users, but bringing the transparency of DeFi to it. We're able to offer simple and attractive loan terms to borrowers with 0, 1%, 5%, and 7 to 12% to the lenders. So how are we doing this? The secret sauce for Shrub is taking the borrower's collateral and integrating with Aave to generate the yield for the lenders. Simple idea, it's targeting a niche of crypto conservative. The people have gone to these CeFi platforms and no one else in the market is doing this right now. The projected user base is potential for growth just because of the simplicity and the power of the idea. The market for lending is huge. At the time of bankruptcy, 12 to 15 billion dollars were locked up in Celsius and BlockFi. We have cultivated long-term relationships with our users. We have over 5,000 community members. The team of Shrub has 12 years of experience building enterprise-grade wallets for companies and the early payments, plus building the
Thank you so
first.
much. So sorry, I have to stop you because we don't give everyone the same time. So everything else will go to the questions. So I will just bring up the jury and they will ask their questions right now.
Yeah, can I just make some observations, okay? Because I'm going to put my hand up and say I have absolutely no idea what you offer. All right, I have no idea. I didn't understand anything. You jumped into acronyms that you didn't explain. You were talking about a company that went bankrupt, yet it was a great model. What is that about?
So Celsius and BlockFi were the C-Fly lending platforms that
you're doing it again. I have no idea what those things are. If you want, I know this is not a competition where you're pitching to people, but you're going to need to explain what these things are. You're assuming that we all know what these things are, and I don't. So many investors you will speak to will not. It's really not a good idea to talk about, hey, this is a great model, it went bankrupt, but we're going to take those customers, we're going to do something better because actually the tool was really good. Yeah, but it went bankrupt. You don't want that kind of language in your pitch. Seriously.
Okay.
Right,
try to reform it and try to explain it in a very simple way. What's your solution and how you solve it? Just try again.
I mean, that's how it's a decentralized finance idea. So it might be different because it's related to the cryptocurrency platform. But in general, there were centralized financial platforms offering borrowing for crypto users that went bankrupt last year. And these were high-profile bankruptcies. So what we are building is a decentralized solution to these platforms that offer the similar 0 to 1% borrowing on crypto collateral for the users, but have a backing of a decentralized platform, does not have a middleman, meaning the code and the smart contracts will run the platform.
Now I understand. Thank you.
Thank you for the clarification. Any other questions from the jury? Tamesh?
So it's yeah, that is borrowing. It's not necessary any central license, national bank, as from the National Bank Association or anything else, because some of companies it's trying to similar in Europe, in Hungary, as I remember well, and the National Bank give them some
restrictions,
penalty for that.
Penalties and restrictions. It's not allowed in some countries. So how would you explain that part?
The regulatory aspect of it, something that we'll have to look based on country to country. However, this is a decentralized platform, so it's global in that regard. So for example, if it's banned in one country, all we need to do is disallow that country using the platform, pretty much. But since there is no middleman involved, like the core team of Shrub wouldn't necessarily be running the platform, it's owned by the entire community, whosoever participates. Decentralized idea right there.
Yeah, I prefer that, and I'm actually just when the monies go out and go in, you know, the local bank, it's our bank association try to examine to how does it work and what is the license in the background. So that's why I ask. That is
yeah, so it will pretty much be our model will be very to the existing protocols like Aave and Uniswap, the way they're running. There's nothing different to it since we are building on top of that.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the questions. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for the answers. Very specific startup, very specific ideas. So you might have more questions later. And we hope that, your deck and your questions in POSI will clear that during the evaluation process. Thank you so much, Rachita, for sharing today. And we will see you later at 7 for the celebration and the announcement of the winners. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks everyone for your time. Bye. Bye.
And this was the final fifth participant for the second part, the second group. So we are bringing back Kenneth, and we will be having a very short break. I think, Kenneth, we need to break it to 5 minutes because we have to catch up a little bit with the time. For the jury, we give you 5 minutes backstage to do the scores for the second group. And then after, we will continue very quickly with the third batch and try to catch up with the time. Let's see. Thank you so much for your work. So, Kenneth, to make this very short in this part of the break, we just wanted to talk a little bit more about our partners and the mentors. So I will let you quickly introduce them very quickly so that the audience and the viewers will see who are supporting and mentoring the startups. We also have to say that not everyone was participating in the mentoring. So some of the participants we are seeing for the first time, we have been shortlisting them upon their decks and upon their previous work in POSI, how they were presenting themselves. So we are super excited to see them for the first time. So Kenneth, I give you the stage to introduce the partners who you already can see also on the screen and the mentors that were helping the participants.
Okay, so I try to put on full screen, but there's some missing part, so I'm going to share it like that. So for the mentors, right, we are very, very grateful for them because initially Andrew and I thought that maybe 2 mentoring sessions would be enough. In the end, we have 4 because the female founders, the participants, they really need a lot of guidance, and that's why we extended. And at the same time, because as we were doing the mentoring session, there are more and more female founders applying. So we do not want to miss out the mentoring for those that join later, that join closer to the deadline. We even extended the deadline, and we are very, very grateful for our mentor to extend the 3rd and 4th, even the 5th mentoring session. Even we have a pre-pitch session. So we have our amazing Tamesh Miller, which is the founder of Women Startup Competition, and we have Charu, who is very experienced in marketing. She's a CMO, and now she's also strategizing for Web3 startup, tech company. And we also have Eric, who's very good at figures. He is the CFO in Demand. So when you talk about figures, he's the man to go to. And for Michelle, she has always been a great supporter ever since I started this journey of empowering mothers and now to women entrepreneurs. She has her own academy called Mom Boss that she empowers and also help mothers to start businesses. And we have Samuel, who used to be a mentor for an accelerator and incubator company where they are very, very well known. And last but not least, we have Ratna, who is taking care of the startups' well-being. She's known as the well-being mentor. She taught them how to get ready before they pitch, how to center themselves, how to have some time for themselves to come down and reflect. So with all this 6 mentors, the mentoring session has already benefited the female founders a lot, and that's why when you saw them pitch, right, they were really ready. They know what are the things, and also based on the 5 criteria of judging, they really hit it on the nail, right? So these are our mentors. Okay, and next we will have our partners, our collaborative partners. If not for them, we will not be able to reach out across the borders across Southeast Asia. So we have POSI, which is the startup ecosystem platform that all female founders will be on board to upload their pitch deck so that our jury will be able to have more information. We have KC Creative Marketing and Innovent, which is both Andrew and my company, and also Reskill Lab, where one of our judges, David, he is the co-founder of Reskill Lab. And we have Swarm, which is by Loven, who is also supporting in the sustainability part. And Women Changemaker Network and Women of Global Change, these are my two communities that I'm a part of. And for Andrea, Global Empowerment Hub is where she has been building her community around the world in global empowerment. We have Cecile, who helped us to reach out to the Indonesian female founders. We have Mom Boss again, which is one of our mentor, Michelle Horn. And we have AILA, which is by one of our startup matchmaker, or as known as our ambassador, Jean. And we have Web3 Web, being a part of a community from Web2 to Web3. We have Unteam, which is talking about diversity and inclusion too. We have Proto Science, which is supporting empowering women in STEM. And the founder herself is also a female founder. And we have our media partners, which is Women Lines, which is an online digital magazine. And Charu has helped us to reach out to her community and share this good news and onboarding all these female founders. And Blog Ties, which is one of our media partners also, they have helped us to reach out to the Philippine market. And their founder herself is an amazing founder that is very well versed in gaming, in tech. And they are also sponsoring for our winner prizes. And also the final pitch, which is one of our judges, Monica. She is the COO of and also the co-executive producer of the final pitch, that really is supporting all the female all the startup founders like Shark Tank. All right, so yes,
I think without further ado, we need to start the batch, the third group of amazing female founders who have been finalists and who have been selected to be in this pitch competition. So we will be bringing back the jury for the next 5 participants, and then we will be starting the competition with Michelle. Michelle will be coming in to the studio and sharing her deck and then her idea. For the jury, just a quick, until Kenneth is doing the setup, how are you until now? Is your head still free? You can still hear a lot of good ideas, very fast, right?
Yes, the last one.
Good idea.
The last one was a bit bewildering, I have to tell you all. I wasn't really sure what she was talking about. Sorry.
Yeah, well, it is a very specific one, so you have to be very, very prepared to present it right so that it hits everyone the same way. That's really, really true, David. Anyone else would like to share something until we are getting ready? Monica, how do you feel?
Good. Very nice to hear all of the founders' businesses. Some to be honest, I don't understand, like David. But yeah.
Good. So that's very nice that we have so many diversity here, right? I think that is also something that is nice, that we have people from all around Southeast Asia. Even I think people who moved to Southeast Asia. So it's a very, very nice diverse group of people presenting. Jacinta, how are you? How did you find the first 10 competitors?
Yeah, very interesting, very diverse ideas, and even with specific one, like I think Struck Finance. I did need to do some background reading up, but it is a very interesting idea. I'm just wondering how can they manage to afford the 0% interest and still ensure that their company's risk is stable for the long term. Yeah.
Very interesting ideas. Tamash, you would like to add something? Michelle is almost here, so until she comes up, you can also share your takeaways.
Yeah, I'm also very interesting about what do you need for the teams who is presenting here, how much money or what other support to have them to step forward. But I check in the one pager and always clear.
I think that's a good input, right? The platform is supporting us, so all the jury for the viewers, all the jury can basically go into the platform posi.io where they can pull up the decks of the different participants, and they already had to fill out many of the information, so they don't have to really spend a lot of time on explaining all these, because the jury already has some information on them in hand, and then they just ask the question about the things that they couldn't clear. But we have also some suggestions, right, David, how to do it better for the next time, that we will make sure that every pitch is having the ask, every pitch has different things which is tailor-made for this competition. So we are very thankful for that suggestion.
I think it'll save them too when they're running over 2 minutes, because they're basically not adapting their deck to the 2 minutes.
True. It's really true. It's all about preparation and how to save time. I think Michelle and the last group of the female founders are ready, so let's start and bring them up. Hi Michelle, nice to have you in the studio. So please share your deck, and then once it's up, then we will be queuing you to start. And in the meantime, I will say hi to Alchan. Yes, pitching needs to put in the layman's language to allow the audience and the judges to understand clearly what they are presenting. So through Al, yes, we have to talk and present our ideas very carefully when we are talking to more people at the same time in a global environment. So I think Michelle is ready. So let's start. The clock is here, and then when I say it, you can start now.
Hi, I'm Michelle Chong. I have been practicing sound therapy as an internationally certified sound therapist for over 15 years and treated over 800 patients. I've observed many patients struggle with a common problem that escalates from a seemingly treatable illness to serious depression or even committing suicide. So very often, chronic mental illnesses are associated with physical illnesses. So both have the common denominator, which is absence of consistent care. Years ago, I had a teenage client who was undergoing some therapy to manage his anxiety. I pointed out to the parents that their son's condition worsened and they did not give care and attention. I really remember receiving a call from his mom on the day.
Sorry, I will stop you, Michelle. We'll give you a little bit of time because the audio is very bad. So picture is okay, everything is fine. But if the audio is bad, no one will hear you. Maybe you can remove your virtual background so that you are not using so much bandwidth. Or just check your mic, because we hear every second syllabus. So it's very hard to hear your pitch. We stop the time, don't worry. But we love to hear your idea. We want to make sure that the jury is hearing it. Just try again when you are ready. Still not. So I think, just check your connection and check. Okay, let's try like this. Now we cannot hear you. Just unmute yourself or change the audio. You were checking before it was working, but right now I think there is some problem. In the meantime, hi Cecile, hi Alchant, hi Noel. Thank you so much for tuning in from the other social medias. Still not hearing you. So just check your audio device. I think in the meantime, I will just ask maybe David about your experience in competition, similar competitions, like what is the one thing that you always say participant need to take care of, or what is the one thing that they have to?
Yeah, you did mention it just now from somebody that your pitch has to be tuned to your audience. So if you are talking to a very specific audience, let's use the finance one, and you're pitching to people that have experience in the finance world, they'll understand the acronyms, they'll understand the specific natures of your market. But if it isn't, regardless of what you think you want to do, you have to tailor it, and you have to tailor it to the time you have available. So it's difficult when you've only got 2 minutes to figure out what are the key things you want to put in your presentation, and you want to try and touch upon everything, but in some cases you can't because you've only got 2 minutes. We've had people that have spent too long on the first slide and we've hardly got to any slides, and then some that have gone into territory which them and maybe 12 other people in the world understand. So you've always got to make sure that it is specifically tailored towards the people you're going to be either giving that information to or sharing that information, when it might be on a Zoom or it might be in person.
So I think we will be bringing up someone else. Thank you so much for the tip, David. So we will let Michelle fix the audio problem, and she will be coming back to finish the pitch, because without audio, we cannot really hear her. So even if we see the beautiful slides, it will not work. So let me see whether you can talk, Michelle. Let's try. Yeah, still not. So I think you have to get back in and just improve your settings because it's not moving. So I advise you to go out, come back, fix your connection and check the mic. And then in the meantime, we will go with the next competitor. And don't worry, we will continue and have your pitch time. Okay, thank you so much. So I will bring up Ursel, the next competitor, so that we can still go on. Hi, Ursel. Nice to see you here. How are you?
I'm good, Andrea. Thank you. I'm
Thank you
good.
so
How are
much
you guys?
for jumping in. And then we will wait until you share your deck, and then we will start the watch at the clock. Let's see. Just make sure it's full screen so that we can see.
Can you see it?
Not yet. Kenneth will put it up.
All right.
Perfect.
How about that one?
Okay, let's start the timer, and you are up now. Please start.
Okay, sorry. Hi, my name is Ursula Loreno. I'm the CEO and co-founder of School Tech by Edfolio. I am a passionate educator, tech integrator, and also a school head at a small school in Iligan City, Philippines. When COVID pandemic hit, I personally saw how hard it was for small to medium schools transition from face-to-face to remote learning. Schools were literally left grappling with technology, and it was at the time I realized that existing school management systems do not have all the features a school needs, so schools have to purchase different applications for different needs, thus incurring a lot of cost. And for this reason, we have developed School Tech, a simple and affordable AI-integrated all-in-one school management system with a school management system, LMS, grading system, and video conferencing tool, all in the price of one. So once a student is enrolled, it will automatically generate the learning management portal that can seamlessly manage each classroom, making it easy for teachers to create activities and grade them. Also, in the few clicks, you can easily create a video conferencing room for your class. And very soon, we will launch our version 2 with an academic and career predictive profiling system integrated into our learning management portal. Looking deeper into the market, we assume that we can only penetrate at least 15% of our market in the next 3 to 5 years, while offering a very competitive price of only $15 per student per year on the first few years and one-time setup fee tiered pricing. So right now we have a traction of about $123,000 based on the current contracts. And for contract signing across the Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Cambodia, and Laos, with a potential revenue of $6.3 million based on our SOM in the Philippines alone, while the global edtech market size is forecasted to reach $467 billion by 2027. Now, let me introduce to you my co-founders, Alvin, Vector, and Bert, which makes up the leadership team with a combined expertise of about 75 years in the field of technology.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
I'm sorry. I believe I was cutting off. It's
No
really
worries.
the internet
They
here in
will
the
ask
Philippines.
they will ask the questions, so don't worry. This is
Yes.
always waking me up. So the time is up. So I will ask the jury to ask their questions. Who would like to go first? Tamash, please.
Okay, let me first. Who will to what you mentioned? It's $15 per student. who will pay it? The students or the school or the parents?
Yes. Well, technically, it's the parents, because once a student enrolls in a school, well, the parents will be the ones who will pay for that, because it will be in their matriculation fees or tuition fees. So the best thing about that is the decision maker is usually the school head. So we have to convince the school head that it is valuable to their school and it will add benefit. So then they will have to decide, and they will have to tell the parents that they will be using a school management system on a particular year.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Can I ask a quick question? So you've built your platform from the ground up, or are you using a variety of external tools?
We're using it. We're developing it from the ground up.
So
yes.
Developing or have developed, because you've already launched?
We have developed, sorry. Okay. We have developed, and we're currently doing version 2 of it.
Okay.
Hi, Ursel.
Hi, Monica. I'm
Okay.
good. How are you?
Good. One of the institutions here in the Philippines had problems with hacking and security. I would like to find out, how are you going to prevent that from happening with school tech?
Yeah, so right now we are already in talks with cybersecurity firms and companies to help us make sure that our system is ready for whatever cybersecurity issues that will come up in the future. So yes, we're already doing that, and we're in talks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monica.
Jacinta?
Hi. Yes. So correct me if I'm wrong. The main benefit that your clients will be experiencing from this is the virtual learning experience. So how is this going to be a major part of their whole school learning journey post-COVID? Like, are they all mostly going just online, or are they mostly just back into physical school environment? And of course, the connection there in Philippines is not the best. So will that put a more strain on the whole system and the reliability of it? Yeah.
Yes, I understand. Well, actually, School Tech is a school management platform first. So the main platform is a school management platform where the students will apply online to be enrolled in a particular school, just like any colleges and universities are doing right now. So the benefit there is that once they use a learning management portal, they won't have to buy to a separate company, because it's already integrated to our school management platform, making it very easy and efficient for schools. So it will automatically create the teacher and student platform. So they will just log in after they enroll. And the video conferencing tool and other value of School Tech will then just be an additional feature, since in the Philippines, our Department of Education is still saying that we have to be ready for online class, whatever happens, alongside this school year and even in the future school years. So yeah.
Okay.
And I think, yeah, I'm sorry. Should I answer about the bandwidth?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We're actually really preparing for that, and we know that that's the current situation here in the Philippines. So what my CTO is doing right now is that we're trying to really enhance our system in terms of the code base, so that it will not really incur a lot of this the backend stuff. So we're trying to do that.
Can
Yes.
I write on
Thank you.
one more extension question?
Yes, last question.
So if it is the main product is a backend system that really supports the school management, will you have a major component for the teacher management? Because in terms of the schedule, in terms of allocation of the classes and the workload, I don't see that on the slides.
Oh, yes. I wasn't able to really include that since I'm already given 2 minutes. But the school management is really a big system where a school can departmentalize each processes. So there's one for admissions and one for enrollment, where they can manage the subjects where a teacher will be teaching and whose students are enrolled in specific classes. So it's really comprehensive and big in that sense. So I know that School Tech will really be a great value, since Currently, even though there's already a lot of this existing school management system, there's not one who's doing what we're doing right now, since I'm also a school head and I'm also part of private schools associations here in the Philippines and in the region.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the questions and thank you for the presentation. So now we are trying to bring back Michelle. We are saying goodbye to you, Ursula.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, everyone.
For the celebration. So we will be waiting for Michelle to come up. Let's try the voice, the sound first. Can you try, Michelle?
Hi, Andrew. Hi, everyone.
Okay. So we hear you right now. So let's try to share your deck, and then after, when you share your deck, then we will start the pitch. Thank you so much for solving the tech issue. It can come up anytime. I think this is something that we have to learn in the new world, that it's not a given. Technology, not the same way like for everyone. So we have to be patient and accept for everything, because it can happen. So thank you so much. Let's bring up the timer and you can start your pitch now. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Michelle Chong. Hi, I'm Michelle Chong. I have been practicing sound therapy as an internationally certified sound therapist for over 15 years and treated over 800 patients. I have observed many patients struggle with one common problem that escalates from a seemingly treatable illness to serious depression or even committing suicide. So very often, chronic when are associated with physical illness, both have a common denominator, which is absence of consistent care. Years ago, I had a teenage client who was undergoing sound therapy to help manage his anxiety. I pointed out to the parents that their son's condition worsened if they didn't give any care and attention. I vividly remember received a call from his mother on the day of the session that he had committed suicide. So this is the modern day society problems, that everyone's so busy with the commitment that not have time to for another 24/7. So therefore, I have a solution to support my client's journey through identifying their root cause and help them with the science-based sound treatment and continue with the prescribed therapeutic juice program. And now I'm aiming for around-the-clock care app for anyone, anywhere to seek any help anytime. So there is B2C, B2B, and a franchise model next year. So based on my current capacity, I'm going after the 1% of serviceable obtainable markets, projecting about 1.8 million in revenue. With the right funding, I can pursue more ambitious marketing plan. So I have only been operating since May this year till now. I made 115 sales, engaged by 9 companies, my network over 900 subscribers. I have clients from 6 countries, but mainly from Singapore and Malaysia. So with this app, client will have a one solution at their fingertip to access professional advice, treatment, home-based sound therapy, nutrient solutions, anywhere, anytime. So I'm asking for 180K funding for equity of 10%. And here's my team, a business advisor, and my tech manager. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well done. I know it was hard to restart, but very well done. So I will give the stage to the jury to ask their questions.
Hi, Michelle. First of all, congratulations for overcoming the problems. It's never easy. When you're beginning to pitch, it can throw you off balance. You recovered very well. Quick question. So how exactly does the patient use the tool or app, or however they're doing it, and how do you know that they're using it?
How do I know they're using it?
And what are they doing?
Sorry, can you repeat the question again?
So what exactly are they doing to improve their situation? So you're giving them this tool, but you didn't really explain exactly how it functions. So I want to try and understand a bit more.
Okay. So basically, this whole app also like a track progress, which is an app that actually are able to connect app and log into the detail as well, so they can track their progress through the detail as well. So based on the daily wellness monitoring.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Yep. sorry, I'm not clear. What is your product? What is a service with some therapy or just a mobile application?
I think Tamesh, your audio is also having problem. It's very funny. We are having a sound therapist, and all the sound is going weird.
Yeah.
So there is something here. It's working. It's really working. You are relaxing us.
Happens a
Unbelievable.
lot on Zoom for
Okay.
me.
Maybe it's better now.
Much better. Thank
Yes.
you so much.
Much better. Okay. So it's my questions. It's what is your product? It's only the mobile application, or in the background the services, the therapy, and the juice is some product also, because that wasn't clear.
So the app is like the aim for like the whole overall, but the main thing is the sound frequencies and the entire like the franchise model with the therapies, with the model that I come up with the research and case studies, which how frequency can heal chronic illnesses and reverse them in a short period of time. So this model already workable based on my 50 years of experience. So with science-based support, so I want to transfer it to that app so that everyone able to access it where they anywhere anytime they want to.
Okay, thank you.
So as I understood, then the product is the app, but the tool is the sound waves and the technology and the psychology behind that, right? Okay, Monica, you would like to ask?
Can I-
Jacinta?
Yes, sorry. Can I ask how will the quantum magnetic resonance health scan work over the app? And also whether or not this would be applicable for insurance claims in the future, or yeah, because I see you tie up with corporates, but how about markets whereby healthcare is very based on the insurance component? And also, how are customers looking at this as the go-to for their healthcare versus the traditional avenues?
Okay, thank you for the questions, which is a very good questions I've been thinking through like for so long. The quantum magnetic field have to be in physical. That's the reason why I plug in the franchise model that global therapists are able to access to it. But with the app, you can't scan through the app. But because in the app, I will do it in a voice detections form or the fingerprint detection form. Either one. I'm still experiencing for these two because like through voice, we can tell the illnesses of the patients. It's through vibrations and frequency. And also through fingerprint, you can tell the temperatures, the blood pressure, the oxygen level. All is able to actually justify the root problems of the patients directly. I mean, it's similar as quantum, but we use a different model. So based on the insurance side, I've been talking to my few insurance companies friends. The CEO, they do agree that now. I'm based in Singapore, so Singapore do not open to all this new technology yet, but they assure that in the future they might look into this kind of like alternative healing coverage. So for now, they invited me to have a talk and workshops to open clients' mindset and how we can like help them into reverse their chronic illness to prevent them into the cancer, because like chronic illnesses, mostly my clients are cancer patients. So how to prevent instead of like to cure.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the questions for the jury. Thank you for overcoming the struggles, and we are happy that your sound is back and we could hear your pitch. And we will see you again around 7 at the awards ceremony. Thank you so much for bringing your idea here. We are bringing up the next participant. We are jumping industry, and I'm sure that you will like this different idea. Jenki is already in the studio, so I will ask you to bring up your slide first, and then when the timer is up, then we can go on and start straight away. Let's go, Jenki. You can.
Hi,
Yes,
I have my
everything
slides
is
up.
up.
Please
We
let
can
me know
see
when
everything. You
start.
can start your pitch.
Hi, good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity for this presentation. This insight by Franklin D. Roosevelt highlights the importance of soil health. What we see in the market are crates of produce. We may occasionally see how they're grown by monocropping covered with kilometers of plastic mulch. Living where I do, I get to see this plastic mulch waste known as white pollution. This impacts soil health, reducing productivity and increasing cost. And all of this is interconnected with our mindset, socio-economic and political systems. Global agricultural plastic consumption is set to increase by 50% by 2030, and only a shocking 9% of it is recycled. Easy roll is an alternative alternative that functions like a plastic mulch, reducing cost, adds income and yield diversity, and has low carbon footprint. Doing a yield cost comparison to a standard black LLDPE, Easy Roll will achieve similar or higher benefits to cost ratio by season 4 or 5 with additional income and nutritional diversity. Our market for this product is the mulch, landscape, polyhouse, and gardening industry with focus on D2C market. Our go-to-market strategy would be to establish decentralized manufacturing units, partner with governments to achieve SDG goals via community awareness, corporate engagement, and involving local self-help groups. With an ask of 60,000 US dollars, the timeline would be to start the POC, make MVP, do the field trials, get early traction, and move to manufacturing and marketing. This is the SWOT analysis for the business idea as of today. We are looking for funds and technical mentors in the network. This idea is supported by Soil of Life, a for-profit land management company.
I really love it. I have to say, I really love it. And Jenki knows why. Thank you so much, Jenki. Thank you so much. Very, very well done. Very well done. So I'm giving back the stage to the jury. Ask your questions. Ask away.
Hi, Jinky. How are you?
Yeah, hi.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very well
hi.
done. Can I just ask a question? You say that it's lower carbon and it's different, but can you just expand a little bit why or how?
Yeah, so the idea, yeah. So the reason I mentioned that it will be decentralized is that we are looking at reusing material which is waste in the agricultural sector, and therefore the embodied energy of the product will be very less because it will not be transported or shipped to further distances. Plus the components which are going in are already a waste which is being recycled into a value added product.
Okay, so
I hope
I'm going to sort of jump into somebody working with you needs to set up a manufacturing something to build a new something from old somethings. Does that kind of sum it up?
A lot of the plastic mulch industry already has a good network, as in the manufacturing unit. So what we're hoping to do is use the same set of network, because we are not trying to replace the plastic industry. We are trying to reuse the same network and the same machinery to make a more ecologically and economically sustainable
it's
product.
only more ecological because you're upcycling a material, so therefore you're not counting the initial material impact. Am I correct? Okay.
Yeah, and decentralizing.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Who would like to go next? Very specific topic. Who is in agriculture today?
Can you tell me something about your team?
Yeah, so I have started the company as a sole founder, and I have been working in the service segment as a bootstrap, and now I have paid customers, lean strap model, and I'm looking to build the team for this product. I'm looking to have the funds and hire the right technical persons.
Thank you.
Other questions from the jury?
What would be your first primary market that you would focus on, do you think?
70% of it is
No, I'm
D2C.
sorry, maybe I didn't expect market as in country. Sorry.
So I'm targeting the it would be the Asia Pacific region. I'm sorry
Don't worry,
that the
don't worry.
slide.
So, I mean, I mean, the reason I'm asking is you're going to only raise. It's an idea. You're only going to be able to raise a certain amount of money. You're going to have to think about exactly where you want to do it, because you're probably only going to get one shot at getting it off the ground. Because you're going to have to build. You're trying to solve the whole supply chain or deal with the whole supply. It's very difficult. So you need to kind of decide. I'm going to put my flag in the ground there, exactly there. So you don't have to give me an answer now, but just bear that in mind that at some stage you're going to need to have a hold of the reins of that horse.
Yeah, thank you for that feedback. Yeah.
And last question from anyone from the jury panel? Okay,
I'm good. Thank you, Andrea.
That's good. So if no questions asked, then thank you so much, Enki, for this presentation and the idea and for being here. See you later for the award ceremony. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
So we are bringing up the next competitor, and she's already here. And welcome, Princess.
Hi.
We'll be having your presentation up, and then you can start if it's up and running.
Just give me 1 second here.
Yes, just please open. Until you are opening, I'm saying again hi to the audience. Don't forget that we are finishing soon this part of the pitching sessions, and we will be coming back around 7 to announce the winners, because straight away during the competition, they are also scoring and evaluating all the participants. So we will be needing your presentation, Princess. Kenneth will bring it up.
Okay. Can you give me 1 second? I think I closed my.
No worries. Get ready. Until then, I will ask. Maybe I will ask Monica. So, Monica, tell us a little bit about your beautiful venture. What you are doing in the Philippines. I know that you do a final pitch, and you are with the CNN in the Philippines. So it's so exciting. Tell us a little bit about it.
Thank you, Andrea. So we're actually a little bit more traditional as a business. We're really a television production company, except that we're producing a television show which is revolving around a lot of the startups, which is called The Final Pitch, as Andrea mentioned. It's loosely based on Shark Tank. And we just concluded season 9 September. And we're already, as we speak, preparing for season 10. And we're looking forward to mounting a new season of The Final Pitch next year, as we are bringing it to Singapore.
We are looking forward to it and looking forward to support you. It's an amazing achievement. Like Tomasz, you are also doing it almost for 10 years. So it's crazy how time flies, right? So let's see. Okay, the PowerPoint is up. So we will be just asking Princess, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
So you can start now.
Okay. Hi, I'm Princess, and I'm the founder of What's Your Plan, the pioneer of the home-based franchise system worldwide. I started my business with a capital of only $20. To date, we already have over 700 franchisees across 13 countries, offering an all-time favorite dessert, leche flan. When pandemic hit last 2020, a lot of businesses shut down and millions of people lost their jobs. It was unfortunate for majority, especially business owners. However, we were able to scale up 10 times faster during those challenging years. And it was a perfect moment for us because people saw our value and advantages of our business model. At present, the food industry is growing fast, and in our country, commercial rental fees are skyrocketing, malls congested with so many food stalls, traffic problem becoming worse, and there's still a threat of a possible pandemic. In Southeast Asia, we have a huge number of social media users, and this is just one of our target market. With this, we came up with a business system that is easily operated, highly scalable, pandemic-proof, and targets Class A to D market. Our business provides quality products that obtain 60 to 200% profit margin, low business failure, low overhead expenses, and it contributes to the economic growth. With a very affordable franchise fee ranging from $600 to $35,000 and a return of investment as fast as 1 month, we have attracted a large number of franchisees. By year 2024, we're aiming to expand further worldwide and tapping the underserved market. And this sets our goal to welcome 1,000 franchises yearly and quadruple our revenue starting next year. As part of the expansion plans, we will be adding technology through a mobile app to achieve greater milestones by enabling a more efficient, convenient, and reliable platform for our customers who just want to try the products and eventually become our franchisees partners. This is a digital age, and we can definitely change the lives of millions of people. So, what's your plan? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the share and for the lot of smiles. I really appreciate when someone is under a lot of pressure and they still can smile and make it like so gracious. So, giving the stage to the jury, please ask your questions. Let's start the 4 minutes.
Okay, 700 franchisees. Is that correct? Very good. Congratulations.
Yes.
What's the average revenue per annum?
Oh, yearly, or would
Yeah.
you want the
So
recent
what's your average revenue per licensee per year?
Oh, okay. That's around $250,000. It depends on the year, but the recent one was $270,000.
That's yearly or monthly?
That's in total for all your 700.
Sorry. From the year that I have started the company, 2018 up to
Okay,
present.
so let's just come back to the question. How much are you making per year per licensee? Each individual licensee.
Okay. That's approximately $65,000 a year to $100,000 a year. Yeah.
Okay. And you have 700 of those already.
Yes.
So if I do 700 times 65,000, I should get your turnover. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, but we are offering 3 options. So since we are offering the home-based platform, as you can see, we have partners from other countries. So before we can accept franchises from other countries, we need to get commissary partners. So they pay a higher fee than the ones that's doing the business at home, whom we call the home-based franchisees.
Okay, can I just make a suggestion to you here? You really need to get your numbers straight. You just told me 3 things that were all different, haven't answered my question, and if I do my own math, you should be doing a few $1 million a year already.
Okay.
The reason why I'm asking, it's a very easy model. You've attracted 700 people. If you can continue to do that and you can secure a reasonable sum of money per head per licensee, you'll have a very nice business. But you're going to need to know what that is. You need to know it straight away. Right, so I've taken up like almost half the time, so I'm going to say nothing more.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you.
Next question.
Hi, can I ask for what is the hook in terms of this franchise versus them setting up themselves? And how are you going to control the quality over 700 franchisees and more in the future?
Okay. Basically, we are filtering the partners or the franchises that apply to become our partners. So majority of the partners that we have are business owners, and I am very hands-on on this business. We have a specific team that monitors all the franchises, not only here in the Philippines, but also the ones abroad. So every month we do a product or quality control. And of course, when it comes to consistency and then the uniformity of the products, because we are basically selling food, we have a food tech and a nutritionist partner. So they're the ones getting the reports from the partners who sell the products anywhere.
Your 700 franchisees they're not all here in the Philippines, right?
Yes.
And so how do you how's the commissary set up across the nation, for example?
Okay. Our commissary partners usually own a restaurant, so they maximize the commissary kitchen that they have. So, like here in Metro Manila, we have 3 commissaries, and then the commissary partner in Dubai, she owns a restaurant. So basically, she has a kitchen wherein that's where she produces the products to sell.
Right. And you're only selling right now flans.
No, we actually have 3 other brands. It's a variety of different products. So from authentic beef dishes and then the purple yam desserts, but majority are food.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
I got hungry. One more question, David, or you just said thank you?
Yeah. Do you have a franchise manual? Do you know what a franchisor's manual is?
Yes, I do have. I apologize because I was trying to calculate earlier.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, I have a franchise manual.
Okay, all right. That's what you tell people when they ask you how you manage your system. Okay.
Sorry, one last. Who
Yes,
developed
let's
your
go.
who developed your franchise manual? Did you
Yes.
Who did you work with?
Well, I have a mentor who's into franchising from the Philippine Franchise Association.
Okay. All right.
So I had mentors.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I know PFA. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. So now we are ready to eat, ready to have our dinner. Everyone is writing. Achan is writing. Yeah, hungry already. So now we are actually coming to the last participant. Last but not least, we are already at the 15th participant. So we will be bringing up Rachel, who will be sharing her deck. Let's just make sure that the connection is perfect, and please speak a little bit so that I can hear that your audio is all right.
Hello, can you hear me? Is audio okay?
Yes, we can hear you. Okay, so let's go. The clock is up, so you can start your presentation now.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed investors and judges, allow me to introduce Adult Education Management System, or Adult EMS, a solution designed to transform education, starting with private schools that span K-12, college, and vocational institutions. My co-founder Prince and I have already spent some years in the education sector. We are both engineers, me specializing as design thinker and him as data scientist. Together with our team, we have witnessed the challenges these institutions face. In our classrooms, we recognize a glaring issue, an education system that's struggling to nurture critical thinking, leaving an unsettling gap in our students' development. Our journey has been driven by a simple yet profound realization. Before we can tackle the critical thinking deficit, schools must be equipped with the right tools. They urgently need efficient tools to streamline operations and refocus their energies on nurturing critical thinking among their students. Adult EMS covers all the critical business functions of a school in one package, transferring information from one department to another quickly and accurately, thus making the lives of educators and administrators simpler so that they can better create the future thinkers and leaders our world needs. Adult EMS offers subscription-based plans, basic, advanced, and premium, along with services like setup, training, consultation, data migration, and customization for a holistic tailored approach. The market potential here is vast, with a total available market of $675 million. Our vision extends to the development of AI tools for personalized learning, hiring top talents, and undertaking robust marketing campaigns. With a clear path to market, we're seeking $1 million to drive adult EMS from vision to reality. Investing in adult EMS means investing in the future of education across the ASEAN region. Together, thank you.
Cool.
Okay, let's go with the questions. It's always very, very harsh.
Can I ask a quick question? Have you already got traction?
Sorry, what's that?
Do you already have traction? Do you already have business?
Yes. So far, we already have one client. This is more on full customization of their business processes. And we have already started with one in Batangas, which is one of our provinces here.
So is that a school?
Yes, it is a school. So it has K-12 colleges as well as the tech or what we call here as TESTA.
So follow-on question very quickly then. So have you already built your platform to do all this?
We have already built several modules for them, and we are also training with them as well as co-creating all of the modules that would actually be customized for them. So it's really tailor-made for their business processes.
Okay, so you haven't yet got a platform to do all these things?
Not all yet. So we already have some of the modules,
But
Okay.
yeah, so we're going there. We're getting
Okay.
there.
Got it. Thank you.
We have a little echo on your side, Rachel, so just please make sure that your other devices are not open, just one device that you are talking to. So I will give the stage again to the other juries if you have questions. Monica or Tamesh or Jacinta, any questions?
Can I just ask, because the main issue that you listed that you're solving is that you're trying to get the whole education system to focus towards critical thinking and more personalized learning. How exactly will you be doing that with your platform?
So on our platform, what we want first is to have the schools and the administrators focus on the students rather than the administrative side. So through our tool, they will channel their resources, their energy and focus where they matter most. It's mainly the students and the teachers' development. So that's where adult EMS comes in. Focus on that first. Then, as we grow with the schools, as we grow along, our targets that we will have personalized learning together with them. So we can personalize the content, for example, of the learners. So it will be this based on the schools, or it can be compatible with the school's local context, environment, culture, and tradition. So that would be the personalized learning for the schools as well as the students.
It just sounds like there is not very concrete plan for the personalized part yet. And right now, you guys are more of a school management system, yeah?
Yeah, going towards education management system as we move from this minimum viable product going towards a more robust modules.
Sorry, can we take a look at your team?
Yep.
Sure.
And also, I'm very curious about the sales strategy. How can you access to the next customers?
So for the team, we already have a dev team that's working on the uh, customized admissions, registration, cashier, enrollment, enlistment that captures all K to 12 college and TESTA or TECFO. And we're also my co-founder is a data scientist, and he will be working more on the AI models that we will be using in this platform, which is mainly reinforcement learning.
Thank you. Sorry, Tamesh, you had the question?
Yeah, I'm very curious about your sales strategy. How can you find next customers, schools, or anything else? Because I'm think it's a if it's a very hard to do that. For example, in Europe, there is almost every country this school system is centralized by government, so it's
Yeah. So that's why
I asked.
we're not. Thank you for that. So that's why we're not targeting the central government. We're not targeting those areas who has high public schools. So we're targeting private schools in the ASEAN region, which has high number of private schools. So mainly as well, we have here in the Philippines, in Indonesia, in Malaysia. So we're targeting the private schools, and we already have partners as well who are now where we can move forward within our area first, and then moving towards a larger area in the Philippines.
Okay,
And
thank you.
we're targeting Catholic schools as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the questions and thank you for the pitch. We will see you very soon in the award ceremony in another room and another live stream. For now, I will say goodbye to you, Rachel. And then for the jury, I'm asking a little bit of patience that the Kenneth is coming up. And then we are here at the end of the competition, end of the 15 pitches. And I would like just ask a very short question before we leave and closing up this live and going to decide who actually will win the competition. One by one, the jury, just for a little bit of feedback about what you have heard, or maybe one tip. You can choose what you would like to decide as a closing remark for this pitching for today. I would like to start with Monica.
Hi. Yeah. Again, like I mentioned earlier, very interesting businesses, interesting startup founders as well. If I were to share one tip, it would be clarity in terms of your mission and vision and your why and your North Star. Why are we doing this? And what are we really asking for from the panel? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's go to Jacinta, and after that, the gentlemen.
Hi. Yes, very interesting sharing, and they did very well in terms of time management. I think the main thing would just be the competitive advantage for a lot of the companies, because that to me is the most important. How are you gonna be differentiated from your competitors, and how are you gonna continue to protect your market share in the future? And that also determines your rate of growth. So those were not highlighted enough for me personally.
Thank you so much. Let's go to David.
We touched on it quite a bit, and I think a few people have pulled up on this too. They really need to explain in very clear terms what the problem is, what they're solving. The why are we doing this? I think, which is what Monica's saying. We've had to dig a little bit to try and get the real nugget of why, and where they're at. Exactly where are you at today? Not where I want to be, but what do you have right now? What are you doing right now? And what problem are you solving right now? It's getting a little bit kind of crossed up with, I've got this product and I want to do this.
Thank you so much. And we're going to Tamás, to Hungary.
Yeah, it's the same. I'm always looking for why choosing to that startup and not another. So what is the benefit of that? Just if you have some honeypot, just share it immediately. And the other things, it's very important is you don't be afraid to ask, what do you need? If that is a money, just be a concrete. I don't know, 100k euro, 100 euro, or I don't know. And what do you want to solve it with this money? So it's very important.
Thank you so much. And I think we also can add a little bit with Kenneth. For me, I exactly so why we did this female founder competition, because there are so many ideas out there, and there are so many female founders who need guidance, that I think it's never enough from platforms who are giving them guidance and mentoring even more than we could give in the last 1 month with those few sessions, because I think it's this is what will help. The diverse ideas are coming from different corners of the world, and the only differentiators between those who are already making it is that they maybe have been closer to the fire, they may have been closer to mentors, they might have been more having more access or more patience, especially for digital connection, and more patience on the side of the mentors and judges like you today. So I applaud you guys. Thank you so much for the patience towards all the competitors, because they had their own struggles. They have been getting ready, and with our help, their ideas can grow, and with our help, it can be highlighted and spotlighted. And that's what we all want: diverse ideas, more innovation, and from every corner of the world, without struggling with the resources. And we don't want that the resources are stopping people from bringing their ideas forward. Because as Tamás's platform is doing, they can even just post their ideas and then get a partner who is very good in business. And then together with a diverse set of ownership, they might be successful and they might be a unicorn. So thank you so much. Kenneth, you would like to share something on your side?
Yeah, I think like what Andrea mentioned, right? I like now it's towards the end, and I really thank like Tamesh kicking start 10 years ago, and now with Andrea bringing it last year into Southeast Asia, and now we are bringing it into Singapore and spreading across Southeast Asia, and next year going to APAC. After seeing this whole thing, right, and we have seen the growth of all these female founders from the first mentoring session where they were not able to make it in time in the 2 minutes. They were like, it's impossible. And today it has exhibited that and showcased that they can do it with a bit of mentoring, with a bit of guidance. So what if they are being supported, all these female founders being supported with the resources, with the mentorship, with the guidance, and with all these amazing mentors and including the judges giving all the critical points in their pitch deck, right? And solving the biggest problem. And we all of us we realize that all of them have done a fantastic job, and they are able to answer your question, the jury's important question. They may be hearing it for the first time, but we felt that they were prepared.
And
So
even if they don't, then they can do it next time. I think that's the thing, that if you go away a little bit from the shark mentality, you get support, maybe you get more courage, and maybe you will be able to go to more competitions. And we all know that it's all about experience, and it's all about practice, and it's all about seeing whether the idea at all valid. And how would you do it if you don't have the opportunity to show it to many people?
yeah, so I think we will leave all the headache to the jury to really score them on Posey. So I think that's we will let the jury.
Yes, now we were closing up the live session, so we will be going backstage. So if you have been watching us on YouTube, please don't worry, we are coming back very soon around 7-ish. You will be seeing, please set up, subscribe, notify, everything so that you can get the notification. For the jury, we will give you some time. Please have a little break and have a little water, walk a little bit, because we have been in front of the screen for almost 3 hours. And then after, check on the scores. Don't forget to check whether you have been evaluating all the 15 participants for all the criterias, and then submit your scores after saving. And then we will see you for a little bit of discussion. We will let you know later in a message when exactly. And yeah. Just thank you for your time. I know it's a Saturday, and we are really happy that you are empowering here female founders from all over the world and globally from Southeast Asia. So thank you so much, Kenneth. We can close the first female founders competition now.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone. And let me bring the judges backstage first. And we just have to let the audience know where they can catch us later at the award ceremony.
Yes, so we will be going back to YouTube. Kenneth, please share the details about the award ceremony?
Yeah, so for the award ceremony, the presentation, right, for those who are watching, please stay tuned to go and subscribe to our Empower Biz YouTube channel. So you can look for Empower Biz Global YouTube channel. So we will be announcing it there. So just stay on a while because we kind of overrun a bit. So just stay on, and we will be going on live shortly. All right, so about 7:30-ish. Okay, so I will see everyone there, and thank you for watching. Any last word from Andrea?
No, just thank you for being here, for Alchan, Cindy. I see Aidan. I see a lot of people tuning in. Cecile, and I saw also Noel. Thank you for the comments, and it's always really good if you are encouraging organizers. We are really thankful for it, and we appreciate you guys for being here and encouraging also the startups who have been pitching today. If you're watching this later, please don't forget, you can always ask your questions. You can always add comments. You can yourself log into the Posi.io platform, and you will find these startups there, and you can still partner up with them, support them, or comment on their ideas. So thank you so much. We will be seeing you shortly after a little break on the same YouTube channel, same platforms. And yeah, let's go, Kenneth. Let's do this evaluation.
Thank you guys. See you later.